lovely snooker fans, welcome to the Crucible in Reading. It is the grand final of season 2 of the Snooker Legends 900, and it is the 900. It is not Game of Thrones.
I've heard it all now. It's just, I thought I'd come sleeveless.
Welcome to the guys. It's so great to be back for the grand final. And 96 players started out this journey, season 2, all with the dream, Foulds, about being here, making it to the grand final for the trophy and, of course, the £10,000.
I know, and things just got real tonight, didn't they? Not only they here, he's turned up looking like something. He's like completely jumped the shark tonight with his shirts, hasn't he? But anyway, you know, this is a big deal for everyone involved, and it was great last year in grand finals. We've got a lively crowd here tonight as well, friends and family, you know, so it's going to be a pulsating atmosphere the whole evening.
It's going to be brilliant, Lee, and these are the nights that we really relish as snooker fans. But for this format in particular, it's fast, it's furious, it's a whole lot of fun. But of course tonight, so much on the line.
It's just pressure. I mean, even when we did the sizzle early on, it's like everybody is, you can feel it in here. All the players look nervous. It's like the punters are nervous, the families are nervous. Even I was feeling it a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about, though, isn't it? Well, you've got to have the nerves, haven't you? Because at the end of it, someone's going to have a great evening.
Well, we're all going to have a really fun evening. We're going to enjoy a quality snooker, but of course, one player, 8 of them, will be winning the biggest prize in amateur snooker. Let's take a look then at the favourites for tonight. It's Michael Holt, top of the pile for the anti-post market, 3-1. Harvey Chandler, 9-2. Lee Walker in there at 5-1. Hayden, Stanland, 13-2. Josh Sowman at 7-1. You got Dinda Lily, he's an 8-1 chance. Andy Lavens also priced at 8, and Nick Barrow at 9-1. So I mean, you can just see, Lee, how open it is. I mean, 6 points in the odds separating the entire lineup.
Yeah, but when we're saying, oh yeah, Michael Holt deserves to be the favourite here. He's, you know, he should be on the tour. He's all right. We're lucky enough that he's not on the tour and he's here playing in this. But it's difficult to pick a winner tonight, I promise you.
Right favourite, Fouldsy?
He's got to be favourite. Everyone's got a different backstory coming into tonight, but his is that he's been a tour player, he's won a ranking event, he even played in the UK Championship this week as a top-up player due to a withdrawal, and he took Marco Fu very close. So he's got to be favourite. The trouble is, the guy he's playing was also a tour player, and he is second favourite, so somebody's going to be disappointed out of those two.
And that is Harvey Chandler, and well, we're saying yes, he deserves to be favourite, probably Michael Holt, but have we tipped him? Let's take a look then at the pundits' pick. Lee, you can kick us off for finals night.
Yeah, well, again, I've gone with Harvey Chandler. I love the way he plays. He's a great player. And yeah, he's just pulled Michael Holt, so I've had to go with him.
Okay, at 9-2 then, Harvey Chandler. And you've gone with Hayden Stanland at 13-2, Neal. A young prospect, bright prospect in the game.
Yeah, that's right. He's the last man to have got through. Week 8, a good lad, but also a very, very talented player who seems to have, well, I know he's been watching it all every week, he said that, so he's completely clued up. And more importantly, he knows how to play the game. So I just feel that he could be the one in the maybe a better half of the draw. They're all tough games, but the top half, it's a bit of a minefield. And
this is how crazy this season and how crazy this game can be when you look at Hayden Stanland, because Patrick Wallace, I'm sure he's probably tuning in tonight, evening if you are, but he'll be kicking himself because he could have been here this evening.
Yeah, but I mean, this has gone for a lot of players that have just made those simple mistakes where sometimes you don't have to go for a ball, and if you can't make your mind up quick enough like Patrick didn't, you know, things go wrong.
It's a bit like when Dinda Lily got through, you know. I mean, for 14 and a half minutes, Brendan O'Donoghue was winning that game, and he just crept round the table, broke into a trot, and nailed him on the line. And so everyone's got that sort of, almost like they've had a lifeline, really, in getting here.
Will Dinda have his skates on this evening, do we think?
Well, I don't know, but I think that there's always got to be that thing where you have to break into a trot, and you just pounce late, because it's no good leading for most of the game. You've got to be in front of the end.
Well, as I've said already, expect everything and anything. And what about the professionals? Who are they expecting to lift the trophy for the second season here at the 900? And Billy Castle, well, he's been in the comms box. He's seen every single ball, not just for the tournament outright, but also for the qualifiers as well. He's gone Harvey at 9-2. Ali Carter's with Dinda Lily at 8-1. Rhiannon Evans has gone with Lee Walker at 5-1. And Stuart Bingham is going with Michael Holt, the favourite, at 3-1. And Mark Williams, you know what? This could be a bit canny because it worked for Mark before. He said anyone but Lee Walker when he won his week, and he's travelled up with him this evening, so we know what Mark's like. He's going to be cheering him on. He's going to be willing him on this evening.
Well, I think you've got Mark Williams as your chauffeur tonight. He must be a good player, mustn't he? And that's what Lee Walker has got. They're here together, and that's going to be very interesting to see how his evening works out because he's very knowledgeable on the game, Lee Walker.
I think he could have a big chance tonight. I really do.
Well, listen, Ali Carter's gone for Dinda Lily, and I'm thinking, why? Why has he gone? Is it because he's blessed enough to win this? Because of what happened? Because he shouldn't be in this. Brendan played an awful shot.
He did.
I mean, listen, sorry, Brendan, but you're going to be reminded of every time we talk about the 900.
I know,
but
poor Brendan O'Donoghue, the Irish amateur champion.
He's such a great player.
The scene of the crime was just below us, wasn't it? Right down on the bulk line there, and he made a terrible blunder.
You can hear the cheers and all the excitement that's going around here. And let's bring you right up to speed then on how the grand final night will play out. Let's take a look at the 4 matches then, the quarter-final matches. We kick off with Dinda Lily and Nick Barrow. Now, Dinda Lily 4-6. He has been made favourite. He has certainly rode his luck in this season, but he's favourite to beat Nick Barrow tonight.
Well, I don't know how the bookmakers can make a favourite in that game. To me, that's a 5-6 each to pick where you like, because Nick Barrow was impressive in the week that he got through. He came on in the Tuesday of week 7, Nick Barrow, and he's a very good player with a lot of standing in it. There's nothing in it in that match for me.
And Harvey, Chandler and Michael Holt, Lee, I think when we did the draw, we were like, ooh.
I know, it's just the worst draw in the world, that is. I mean, they're both the players that really the 900 are about. They're both brilliant, quick. How have they drawn each other?
And seriously talented. What about the bottom half then, Neal? Josh Sowman, who won first week here at the 900, 8-11 up against Andy Lavens, who has played so much at this format. He said he gets in his car and he doesn't even have to put it into the stat nav. He's played so much here.
Well, no, Andy Lavens had to play a lot of qualifiers to get here, and in the end, he came in on the Tuesday of week 5. Josh Sowman, like you say, week 1 he got through. That was him in. He's had a lot of time to sort of sweat up in the paddock, though.
But
Josh
what a
Sowman,
week that was as well. What a standard of player we had in that week.
Yeah.
So, and he pots a mean ball.
Yeah,
a mean ball.
He's in there. He's been in 2 months waiting for this day.
Well, you say he's sweating in the paddock. I can't see him melting, though, because we've seen him show a lot of courage and determination so far.
Yeah.
And our final match this evening, then, Hayden Stanland, he's even money against Lee Walker, who's 8-11, the favourite in this match, Lee.
Yeah, I mean, I like Lee Walker. I don't think, people talk about being a slow player, but I think if you're good, you're good. He is okay at 20 seconds. So I've got no problems with him.
Okay, you like Lee Walker. We all love Lee Walker, but is he in your ACCA this evening?
He is.
Okay.
He is.
All right, then, come on. Who have you gone with?
Well, I've gone for Nick Barrow.
Harvey.
Harvey Chandler. Andy Lavens. And Lee Walker.
Okay.
That's it, and that's about 10-1. Just under 10-1. Get your money where your mouth is, because I'm coming good at the minute.
In that shirt, I don't know about that. Neal?
I've gone Barrow, Holt, Lavens, Stanland. Pays a little bit bigger. I've gone with Hayden in the last game. I think he's got a best chance. I agree about Nick Barrow in the first game, although that's tough. I just don't know. I've gone with Holty and Andy Lavens. A lot of people fancy him. It's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen in that game as well. All of these are very, very close games.
It's so exciting, isn't it?
It really is. It's like Neal said, they're all so close. We could get all the matches wrong tonight.
Well,
hopefully we don't.
Hopefully we don't. And of course, season 2 of the 900 has been absolutely epic. And with this format, well, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Just last Saturday, the inaugural Junior 900 final was played, and the champion, Ronnie Sullivan. Yeah. Congratulations, Ronnie. The first question everyone will be wanting to ask you, was your father a snooker fan with that name?
He was a big snooker fan, I think. But I don't think the name was. I think it's just all a big coincidence. I think it's quite unfortunate because I've got to play up to his standard. I've got a lot of expectations, but. Yeah, no, I'm not disappointed with the name.
Well, not a bad start, becoming champion of the first ever Junior 900. You're 19. Just tell us a little bit about your experience in snooker so far.
I mean, I've started playing a few weeks before my 12th birthday. I started playing pool down at Frame Sports Bar in Causden, and I went on to go upstairs on the big tables, on the snooker table. So I went up there, knocked a few balls about. I just fell in love with it instantly. So I got a coach, Terry Butt, my first coach, and just went from there. I started playing in the QSARS tournaments, the junior tournaments, the under 21s, and I started playing well. I started winning tournaments, and I like winning. So yeah, I just started playing. I just wanted to get as big as I can.
There you
in the
go.
game.
I like winning. Of course, he likes winning, and a beautiful trophy as well.
Oh yeah.
What was your feeling winning the final? I mean, what was the overriding feeling?
It felt emotional because it's been a long time since I've won something. You know, I've had the hard couple of 2 years in my game. You know, just not playing well, bottling it in tournaments. So to win, like finally win, was like a big thing for me. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can, you know, take off from it and win more.
Build on it, isn't it? And that is the platform and the opportunity that the 900, say the R900, but also the junior 900 offers. And I believe your dad was quite emotional, Jamie.
He was, yeah. He started crying. I remember the past few balls. I looked over, I saw him tearing up. I was like, a bit weird seeing him cry because he never really does.
But it's everything to him.
Yeah, no, it must be. Yeah, it was a big day for me, really.
Yeah.
Big win. Yeah, it couldn't have gone any better.
Massive win.
Yeah.
And you mentioned about the opportunity, of course. Fingers crossed we'll see you season 3 of the 900
I'll definitely
for real.
Be playing. I look forward to it because it brings out my best game. You know, it's quick and I'm a quick player. I don't have much time to think either, so I play it well, as I did in the last 2 games of the Saturday. But yeah, I can't wait to play in it again. Yeah.
Well, we can't wait. Congratulations,
Yeah, thank you.
900 junior champion. The best of luck with the rest of your career, and lovely to meet you,
you
Ronnie Sullivan. Well, he's absolutely buzzing, isn't he? And he said he loves winning, and how could you blame him with that lovely trophy? Great experience, and how lovely for his dad, Jamie. You know, he was crying, it was emotional, and you know well, Neal, with your dad, he supported you along the way. It's a very proud moment for the family.
Oh, very much so. And, you know, he's looking to move to the next level now, as you heard there. He wants to be involved in season 3, he wants to be involved in all of this. And, what a good lad, you know. And also, he looks like someone that's improving. You know, even now that, you know, you see 12 and 13-year-olds, he's 19, so maybe he's going to be a little bit later in improvement, but good player, I think.
And maybe that name might be a blessing.
Yeah, well, maybe. I did say, though, if somebody over 18 won the juniors, we'd get him in the 900. So, you know, Jason Francis is the kiddie.
Well, here's tonight, and we are very proud of this event, not just season 1, season 2, but also how it has been growing. And if you're joining us for the very first time, well, warm welcome. Let's bring you right up to speed then with the rules.
Good evening, you lovely snooker fans. These are the rules of the 900. A frame consists of 15 minutes, which is your 900 seconds, but players have to contend with a 20-second shot clock. There are no timeouts, but a referee can stop the clock if they think it disadvantages another player. Any foul gives you ball in hand, which allows you to place the cue ball anywhere on the table. If you don't pot a ball, you must hit a cushion. Otherwise, it's a standard snooker foul. If at the end of the frame the scores are tied, we enter deadlock and a blue ball shootout will decide the winner. And finally, folks, the break-off. After you've made contact with the reds, the cue ball must come past the pink spot. And that's it, folks. Don't take too long. Don't miss.
Well, I know this night won't take very long because it's going to be riveting stuff, and we're ready for our first match already, and it's a Dinda Lily up against Nick Barrow. Final thoughts, Neal?
Well, this is a very interesting game. You know, Dinda Lily was lucky to get through, or very skillful, very nippy at the end. I thought Nick Barrow, who I've known a long time, showed that he's still got the ability. He's taken it very seriously, by the way, Nick Barrow, because he's actually been practicing and practicing and practicing to get it right, hasn't he?
Yeah, listen, for me, this opening match is about pure talent against pure technique.
Okay.
And I can't wait to get it on.
All right, talent, and who's the talent and who's the technique?
The talent is Dinda and the technique is Nick Barrow.
Okay.
We're both with Nick Barrow.
All right, lovely stuff. Guys, thank you so much. And we are ready to get the grand final then underway. Season 2 here at the Snooker Legends at 900. And we'll see you right after the break.
Dinda? It is a head, your
Good
choice.
evening, you lovely snooker fans. Welcome to the final, season 2 of the 900.
Thank you. Nick Barrow. break.
And Nick Barrow's going to break off in this opening match. Look at the technique.
Well, he's a technician, he's a coach, and also he takes his snooker very seriously, always has done. You know him very well. I know him reasonably well over the years. I know that since he got through, you know, he has been putting in all the hours that you can do, but you've only got to play one bad shot, haven't you? And all of those workings you've done mean nothing.
One little fluke, one little back clip, you know.
Yeah, there's a bit of luck involved, but there's a lot of skill as well, isn't there? And it's the balance you need. You need everything on your side, but you've got to play well. If you don't play well, any good luck is not going to be enough to win you anything.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Did you mention a fluke?
What did I say? One little bit of luck.
Wow,
now,
he knows that.
Now, does he fancy this thin black, this cut back?
Well, he's going to have to fancy it, isn't he? Because he's going to have to go for it. Little cannon on the red if he wanted to play that shot, or go up the table. Oh, and it's gone in.
It's never in doubt.
It's gone in. I tell you, it took its time, didn't it?
Stayed down on the shot.
Yeah.
I always felt it was going to go in, though.
Well, I thought that until I stopped looking at it. It was still there, and I looked away, it's gone.
Is he playing safe?
What's he doing?
He's playing safe.
Well, what an extraordinary decision. Maybe he couldn't,
Barrow,
if he
8.
moved up to the other side of the object ball, maybe he would have been queuing over a ball, you see what I mean? But I can't believe he played safe.
Yeah, there was a lot of spin on that cue ball then, so obviously he couldn't hit the middle of it.
Well, he's not going to try and park the bus for 13 and a half minutes, I hope, because 8 points ain't winning you anything. Dinda's not warmed up yet after that shot. It was wide.
So Nick's just going to play the safety shot here, stun the red down the table.
Dinda just needs to be in sort of touching distance with about 30 seconds left, and just unleash this burst.
Well, for that to happen, he's got to wait for Nick Barrow to slip up like Brendan did.
Well, that's true.
I can't see that happening tonight. But pressure does funny things.
I think, as I say, with Nick Barrow, I don't think there's any point of having a sort of a serious strategy, because ultimately he got through week 7 on that Tuesday onwards because he played well, he scored well, he played good balls, and he played the odd good safety shot in between. You know, the balance is you've got to strike that bang on, and it's hard.
Yeah, and his long potting was phenomenal as well. But he's got another chance here. This thin red into the middle pocket.
Cue ball going between the yellow and brown, is it that sort of way across the table?
Cannon the brown, maybe?
Yeah, you were right. Bang on.
1.
Now, what is he doing here? I don't think there's a pot that he likes. So now he's already looking at putting Dinda in a world of trouble.
I think he just... you could play the snooker in behind the brown here if you're just on and off the cushion with the brown.
He didn't play that, did he?
Nick Barrow,
Interesting,
1.
because the snooker is absolutely invaluable in this format. I mean, this is the point, isn't it? Yes, we're worried about not hitting a cushion, but if you get your opponent in the snooker, that your opponent's got to hit that snooker or risk ball in hand. So it's a big thing to get someone in the snooker. So he maybe, as you said, could have tried harder to do so there.
He's left another red to the middle here. These are tricky shots.
Cue ball coming towards the other red, I think, this time, isn't it?
Yeah. So could do with a nice kiss if it does go in. And he's not had one.
No. Listen, he started well. He's got a handy little lead, but it's only a little lead. Now, what's he going to do?
I think he goes for the yellow in the middle.
Well, that's in contrast to one or two of the shots he's already played tonight. But he probably has no choice. He's been backed into a corner here, hasn't he? Good shot. That was a positively played shot. Excellent.
And he's absolutely perfect. No, lovely little flick off the pink to be perfect on the second red above the black.
But he always was, like you say, a very technically minded snooker player, and I think he's technically minded at most things he does. You know, you speak to Nick, and that's the kind of view you get him. Very clever, very articulate, a real thinker, I would say. And he might have just, at the end of the night, thought of a way of winning this whole thing, you know. It's very possible.
Yeah, he's just, he knows he's, well, he's not going to run through. He's going to screw back for the blue. Maybe cannon the pink, I don't know. Yeah.
12.
Well, problem he's got here is he plays the blue. I mean, he's going in towards everything on that corner, isn't it? The red.
Yeah, if he can miss the red though and sort of go behind it, cannon the brown or the green, he's going to be on that red, I would imagine, to that pocket. But he's tried to drop it dead weight. He didn't have the angle to do that anyway. But it's not a particularly nice shot now.
If he could have pushed that red a little straighter on, would have been a brilliant shot, wouldn't it? I wonder if he could pop this. You know, this red might go off the brown. What else is he going to do?
I think he's just going to clip it and play the snooker on that red up there. Just clip it thin, cannon the green.
But don't think he can do that.
If he's going to do this, he's going to put himself in a whole load of trouble. I don't understand that shot. That's the wrong shot. He's going to be in a load of trouble now.
He's in the deepest of deep rough here, isn't he? He's put himself into a very, very dark place with that last shot, hasn't he, Nick Barrow?
You know, I thought he would have clipped off the red, cannoned the green to the cushion, and he snookered him on that red up there. So now needs a bit of luck.
Well, as it happens, he played a good shot, but he was he sort of left the trapdoor open, didn't he, there on that previous shot he played. What's happening here? Goodness me, what a shot that is.
That is a shot.
I was wondering if Jason Francis actually wanted that cloth on the table after today, the way he was playing a grand masse.
But no, Nick played a very good shot to get out that snooker and not leave anything.
But you feel that Dinda at some point will make his move, or he'll get a chance to.
Got to be careful he doesn't go in off here. Oh, this is a beautiful kiss.
He's got to stay, just sit in there. He's 26 behind Dinda Lily. He's not out of this. Sit in there and wait for something big to come along. That's a lovely safety shot. That's weighted perfectly. And I think Nick Barrow has to acknowledge that one.
Yeah, that's a class shot. And like you say, there's just over 8 minutes left. 26 points is nothing to Dinda.
He's got to keep a cool head. I mean, obviously, now's not the time to panic. But that's not to say there will be a time to panic, because that sometimes happens with about 30 seconds left or a minute left. But now is not that time. What does he do here? Is he going to be forced into one, or is he just still showing a lot of patience? No, I think he's going to try and dig this red in. Oh no. Very patient man, isn't he? It's a lovely shot again. I thought he was going for that. His cue ball, he's got it absolutely nailed to that cushion again.
Yeah, that's a good shot. So what does Nick do here? Does he play the dump shot and just put the white ball on the black cushion? Or is he taking it on? No, this is the dump shot. It's completely the wrong angle.
I think the pink's blocking the left middle, isn't it, to the red up the table there, just above the pink spot. Dinda's thinking, when is my chance coming? I think, as I say, give it a couple of minutes of safety. That's not going to get in the way of a 26-point deficit. That's plenty of time to get back into it. But occasionally you just have to show patience. We haven't had a ball in hand yet. Maybe if he could prize a ball in hand situation and then make Nick Barrow foul, that could be his way back into the frame.
Is he digging down on this, or is he just playing another dump shot? Oh, can't be screwing back to bulk, surely. God, it looked like he was digging down. Didn't want that cannon.
He's lucky there, or is he? Hang on. Hang on. Red to middle it. Look, he's got the thin cut to the right corner, or red to middle. Red to middle is going up the table somewhat into the bulk area, unavoidably, I think. He's missed it.
He's up. He's up. Did you see how quick he was up off that?
Yeah, that wasn't his sort of smoothest stroke he's ever played in his life, was it? No, it's a jangling.
So Nick's going to play the safety shot off the red that's up there, and he's trying to cover these two reds over this corner, either by the blue or the yellow. I mean, could try and get him in behind the brown, but I think you just try and do as least as possible with the cue ball.
Yeah, because I think playing behind the yellow blocks off that right side, all that action down there to the right of the black.
So I think he's on the red. Or maybe not. Maybe he's playing cushion, lay up.
Oh goodness, this is a dangerous shot to play. You don't want to be playing this shot, do you?
Not at that pace.
If he'd gone through the gap, he's left everything. He's still left one to the middle, but it could be his way back into the frame. Does Nick Barrow really want to play that one to the middle? The answer looks to be no.
No, I don't think he does. I think he's going to screw off this, arc it onto the left-hand yellow cushion. There's a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good shot. I still say that he's going to have to pop more balls to win from here. Nick Barrow, I don't think this will be enough. Somewhere along the lines, Dinda will get a chance. Is he playing here thin?
Oh, what a shot, Neal.
You can go in off that all day long, can't you? And then you might as well shake hands then. Good shot, really good shot. You're right, Lee.
That was Tony Drago-esque.
Yeah, and he could be watching, you know, Mr. Drago. Good evening to you if you are. I know he's a massive watcher of the game, is Tony. Back in Malta. Right, I think Dinda now needs to plan a route of attack now, which involves potting a ball at some point.
And look at this for a safety. A few splinters in the end of the fingers there.
I mean, up that end of the table, the carpet's been worn out in this frame. Safety shot after safety shot down there. Oh, goodness me. Well, he needs a bit of luck. Help! Does one go to the middle? Does anything go? Do you know what? He's landed in the one place I don't think anything pots.
I tell you what, that is unbelievable if this doesn't go.
Oh, hang on, does it go to the middle? I'm not sure, you know, it's tight. He's got to use a bit of side, I think. Yeah, it just did. I think he straightened it. I think this is the moment now. Dinda, I thought he'd get a chance, but it hasn't really happened. And the chance he did have, he missed by a mile. Now, Nick Barrow here, he's in possession, he's at the table, and he hasn't got a rush. He's got 3 or 4 simple shots in a row, 2 or 3. Time is eating away.
Yeah, this is where he needs to slow down now, doesn't he? Because there's 3 minutes left, just over.
And he's still in line to bagel Dinda after all of the heroics of his week when he got through. You know, the thought of being bageled, the ignominious exit it would be. That's not the best shot he's played in his life.
I'm surprised he's had no right-hand side on that.
I know that, I mean, there's still time here, you know, if he does get back. Dinda is just waiting, hoping that something's coming his way. You're right, he played a bit of a lame shot there, really, didn't he? Didn't do anything.
Couldn't miss the pot, and there was just seemed to be no right-hand side on the cue ball to come past that brown.
Dinda is now going to start to go over the top here and just start knocking them in. Well, at least he didn't go in off there, so he lives to fight another shot at least. But with when he comes back to the table, it'll be 2 minutes left. Okay, he can do it, but it's going to have to happen at the next chance. And he hasn't really looked very dangerous, has he? Let's be honest. Could have done with ball in hand there. That might have set him off.
That's a risky shot, isn't it?
Of course it is.
I mean, there was so much room to hit that on the right edge and cannon the green cushion straight away, wouldn't it? I mean, there was so much room. Oh, that's the kind of shot he likes.
Unlucky, but I just get the feeling it's just not going to be his night, you know. His family are here. Would lovely to have thought he would continue what he did in the week he got through, but unfortunately, he could be the first man out here. The way it's looking, time's running down.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great pot from him, but I don't, you know, have seconds there to use, you know. This is when he should be running the clock down.
Anybody would think that you used to be doubles partners while you're, you know, oh, you did, hang on. No, I know, you want him to play the right shots.
I want everybody to play the right shots, and, you know, I'm not going to get them all right, obviously. I mean, that's a beautiful, beautiful cannon.
None of us get all the right shots, don't worry about that.
But, you know, he's straight down on this. I'd have been waiting another 10 seconds. I know he probably wants to stay in a little bit of rhythm.
Yeah, but I suppose it's like anything else. You know, if you do overthink things, then you do take it out your rhythm. I think the match is over now, I must admit. I think Dinda's going to be bageled here. It's a shame, but everyone that loses, somebody has to win and vice versa. And he's played a pretty astute frame, Nick. He hasn't missed anything. He hasn't been that adventurous either, though.
No,
Might not be a strategy to get you through every match.
But he's not left anything on, though, has he? Apart from the one sort of
Nick
poor
Barrow,
shot he
10.
played that put himself in a snooker, he's played a great frame, I think.
Diminda's now just on the Yahoo route. Just balls flying about everywhere. None of them going anywhere near a pocket.
Well, that's it. He doesn't even have to play this shot. We've had the first bagel of finals night.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just about all done, isn't it now? And well, Diminda never really got going tonight. Nick Barrow is gliding through nicely. He's in the semi-finals on grand finals night.
Back everyone, our first winner on grand final night is Nick Barrow. Congratulations, Nick.
Thank you very
You must
much.
be delighted.
Yes, sort of toning down the emotions really, because that's what you're trying to do out there, is be a mind shrink for yourself really. So I'm still in that mode. But I said if I pot one ball today, it will be a bonus. I mean, to even have got here is terrific, and the win I've already had is to get my game into shape. Well, 47 hours of practice since we last met.
47 hours?
Yeah.
Do you
in
know
3
exactly
weeks.
that?
Yeah, I've been counting, but I'm obsessive. So snooker players tend to be, don't they, obsessive. So, but I didn't expect him to not pot a ball. I mean, he's very dangerous, and I caught a couple of safeties quite nicely, and slotted a few balls in the middle pocket, which might have been all or nothing shots.
You didn't leave him anything easy, to be honest with you, all the way through those 15 minutes. And I thought that you potted a red and a black, and you refused a red when you was over the top of the bunch.
Yeah, because I could have potted it 8 out of 10, let's say, but the white's just canning those two reds, and the white's nowhere on the black, it's nowhere on the blue, and if I miss it, he's so.
Absolutely watertight he was tonight, the wheelbarrow next to me.
I want to ask you as well, because you mentioned the 47 hours of practice. I mean, you usually spend so many more hours coaching. What is it like feeling like a proper snooker player again?
Well, should I retire from coaching?
Don't do that.
I don't want to say that to my students, though, but I love both, actually. I love helping players. If I could press a button and everyone plays their best snooker forever, I'd do it and be out of a job.
Have they all been supporting you, sending you messages?
So many kind messages from all over the world. We're behind you, and you can do it.
The thing is, the fees are going up if he wins it.
Exactly. That's the good idea.
Yeah.
Listen, you're through. You're through to the semi-final, and just 2 matches away from £10,000, of course, and the trophy. This is how it all works. Grand final night. We go quick, and we're ready for our next match. Harvey Chandler 10-11, Michael Holt 4-5, and what a blockbuster game this is. Back to the arena we go, and back to Billy and Lee in commentary.
It's a tail, your choice. Harvey Chandler to break.
Oh, this is the mouth-watering one, isn't it? This is what we did the draw, and when Neal pulled out, was it Michael Holt? Michael Holt was pulled out, the second player. It was just, I was absolutely gutted for both of them, because I love to watch them both play. Yeah. And I know we're losing one straight away.
Yeah, with 2 of the top prices in the betting. Which that goes to show you the amount of support that they have got. But like I say, one of the favourites has gone home very early tonight.
One.
What a great start for Michael Holt. Cued in a beautiful long red there. He's perfect on the black, and this is a great chance.
Yeah, it's exactly what Michael would have wanted early on there in this game. That long red would have settled him straight down, and he's nicely in there, in amongst the reds.
Nine.
Yeah, you could play a shot early. We can just to pack above the red there, just screw up into them, develop a couple more reds.
Yeah, that's the shot that we're seeing straight away. But he seems to be just thinking about. I'm sure that's what's going to play. Yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't need to go into it a lot of pace. As you can see, just developed 2 more reds there.
16. 17.
It's a bit pacey, that one. Michael.
Yeah, so first positional mistake there, but you know he's taking this on, and he is one of the best long potters. But he's hit it
Michael
thick.
Holt, 17.
I was thinking, you know, he's scoring 40 points here.
Yeah, at least, especially when he brought the other couple reds into play. You know, as we see there, Harvey was straight out of his seat. He couldn't believe it on Michael Mr. Blue.
They both love the long game, don't they? I mean, that was a great opening. I don't particularly like that shot, you know, when your hand's coming on the cushion, you're using the cushion as your bridge.
They are tricky shots, Lee. I'm surprised Harvey's gone into them there that early on. So I thought he'd just played on the loose one, then pop the pink and then move the other reds. You know, I am surprised he's gone into them off that angle, the black there.
Yeah, I mean, he's got one in the middle, but...
He's looking at taking... Well, he's playing the safety. That's
yeah,
alright, Scott.
Bring that red out, clip.
Harvey Chandler,
Yeah, the one in the middle was a death trap, wasn't it? You were leaving everything if you missed that.
Yeah, they both had opportunities, but not a lot of damage done so far. Michael pushes right out of the pocket, and he needs cover. I think he might have had it.
Yeah, it was a bit unlucky that the red sort of found a gap through the pack there. So what's Harvey doing here? Is he playing the dump shot, or is he going for this? Because he loves to attack.
The dump shot for me would be the shot.
Wow, what did I tell you? This kiddie can play. Now, can he see the yellow? Don't think he can. He's looking at the green. He's looking at the red's in the way.
Oh, this is another big shot.
This is massive. And we know after that last shot he's going for this.
Oh. Just can't get over the cue ball yet, Lee. The first couple of shots, but he's got a shot here. He can pop this red. He's got the yellow up waiting over the top left corner pocket, so he hasn't got to worry about positional play yet.
Yeah, you just want to get that cue ball as close as you can to the bolt cushion.
5.
So one good positional shot here.
Just got to miss the blue here, Lee.
Just can't get perfect.
That's too good. I thought he might have played off the cushion
I
there.
know, I thought he was going to as well, mate.
Yellow.
But maybe he's just making sure he didn't hit the blue, so he give it a little bit of extra screw. So
this is not easy again.
Going to try and screw around for the black into the same pocket as this red, or the pink into the middle. So this, he gets a good bounce.
Yeah, this is a big shot now, Lee, because this could get him in prime position. So Harvey's take a few extra seconds, which he has, partly to do so. But
I fancy it's just the wrong angle on the pink and this black. He's got to get into this cue ball.
Yeah, it's not easy. Look at the angle. It's not easy, Lee. Especially the way like the cue ball plays, that wasn't an easy shot.
No.
15.
So, would you try and get him behind the blue here? Clip off. You make sure you hit the cushion.
It is a risk. I'd play in behind the black here personally. White off the side cushion. Unless this red, does this red cut?
If he's going for this is attacking.
Oh my word!
Oh my word! Oh,
16.
Can't get in. Can't get in. So is it the pink in the middle then? If he keeps attacking?
Well, he's not played a safety shot yet, so he might even take the yellow on. You can't even see that, Lee.
I think he's chipping the pink in. What a shot that is, Billy.
Oh my word. Well, if there's a real shots on tonight's final, Harvey's going to have all of them.
Yeah, so what kind of angles he got on this one? You don't want to slip up missing an easy one now. Well, not an easy one, but
23.
he strikes the cue with such authority.
Yeah, it's another nice shot from Harvey.
He loves to punch the ball, doesn't he?
Well, Michael in his seat must have been thinking, go on then, lad, just go for it. Every shot.
Oh!
Harvey Chandler, 23.
Oh, unbelievable. He's potted all those brilliant balls and then missed a kind of green off the spot that, well, most club players would have potted. But would they have potted it under this kind of pressure?
1.
So he's perfect on the pink here. He's going to stun this in and play the red into the right hand black pocket.
Yeah, it's a good chance now for Michael. Exactly where he wants the reds to be, around the black and pink.
Just got to drop this in dead weight to be on the black. Oh, he's kind of played it the more difficult way.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to drop it in. So all of a sudden this black is missable. I mean, you don't expect him to miss it, but it is missable, Lee. So the next red's going to be a little bit tricky to get on.
I think he's playing the cannon, is he? Trying to push the red over towards the right hand pocket.
Michael Holt, 8.
There's been a couple missed in this game, isn't there?
He's played for this red. This red goes.
There's a shot before for me, Lee, like you said, the pace he's played it at. That black was missable.
Yeah, but it was only just off straight. I don't think he would have, lost position if he'd have just dropped it in.
Yeah, just drop it in. He was on the pink to the middle, on the black nicely.
1.
So they both come back to the table, and they both would have been surprised to be back at the table.
Yeah, they're both feeling it a bit out there. You know, it's a big game. It's a big nightly in amateur snooker, so
just
you didn't understand it.
You know, and they've all won sort of 1,500 quid to get here, and of course, whoever wins this quarter-final match gets another 500.
Yeah.
You know, plus is absolutely rammed down there. There's pool matches going on, all sorts going on down there. But most people are family members of players that are playing in it, and they brought a few with them, haven't you?
Oh yeah, it's absolute. I've been down there for the first game, Lee. It's absolutely rammed down there. You can't get enough people in to watch these finals night.
So, as Dennis would say, he's just got to mind his work.
Yeah. You know, speaking of Dennis, he beat Harvey
16.
on the opening night
with that magnificent 48 break. Harvey's still gutted about it now. Although he doesn't look like it while he's at the table. I mean...
17.
Yeah, Harvey looks a lot more assured now. I mean, he's potted some great balls in this frame, Lee. It was just a one green that he probably lost a bit of concentration because it was that easy. You know, because he potted an unbelievable amount of balls.
Oh, that one has just gone in. He's had a twitch there. Did you see him? He thought he'd missed it.
Oh.
23.
Take it. I don't think he needs to take his time, does he? He's naturally quick. And you know, we're going to see it. It's going to be over, done and dusted before the time's finished.
Yeah, Michael's up and ready to shake hands, I think. Especially as his pink goes in. I mean, it doesn't need to waste time.
Like you said, he's looking, he's running the clock down, but
he doesn't need to do
I
this
don't think
now.
he needs to do it.
I mean, he's probably just having a laugh out there, but I think that's game over.
Right, doesn't want to do anything stupid here.
30.
Because there is still time to get a snooker and clear up.
Harvey Chandler, 30.
I'd like to kiss that black onto the cushion, but... So...
Yeah, he's got a 36-point lead there, so that's 3 snookers. It's going to take some doing, Lee.
Yeah, just wants to run the clock. He get the crowd getting involved, booing him. Maybe it was Michael that was booing him.
I think Michael's going to shake his hand, to be honest.
So there we have it, folks. Our second semi-final place is taken by Harvey Chandler. We'll get him in the studio right after this break.
the favourite for the grand final is out. That is Michael Holt, and at the hands of Harvey Chandler, who joins Lee and I in the studio. Congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers.
Quite edgy, tense stuff. You said that it was quite difficult out there tonight.
Normally, when I play in front of a few people, I enjoy it, but because I brought a load of people over, I think that made it a bit more nerve-wracking. So I felt it a bit tonight.
Who have you brought with you?
Basically, a few of the lads from the club. I think there's like 5 of us. My dad, a couple of my mates. Yeah, so there's a few down there.
Ah, nice.
So I don't think you were under it at all. I never seen long potting like it. I mean, the one where you were when you've had to play the cue ball through the pack. You know when you're second. I'm thinking, what a pot. Then you've had to knock the long green in.
Yeah.
Then it was just a barrage of.
There's one green everyone will remember in that.
Nice
I think we should be showing it.
Well, we might just show that green because it was a miss. And actually, I want to know your thoughts when you missed it because you could have done the frame.
Did I move? Yeah, I've moved. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, after all those unbelievably brilliant shots, how many times does that happen? You keep the break going with a couple of unbelievable shots, and then you miss not a silly one. Obviously, there's massive pressure down there. So, but I mean, I was just running out of stuff to say how good your long game is. Forget about that green; it don't matter.
Yeah, I just thought sod it, go for everything.
Yeah.
Just go for everything.
I thought you would have said worse than that, but like, yeah, I'm happy with that word.
Well, good. Well, I'm glad that Uncle Lee's happy there. And just on the occasion, the opportunity, Harvey, because, you know, we talk about the biggest prize in amateur snooker, £10,000, the trophy, and a great occasion this evening.
Yeah, it's amazing what Jason's done, to be fair. The amateur game's dead, to be perfectly honest. So this is massive. It's amazing for what he's done for the amateur players. So, yeah, fantastic.
And you're still alive and kicking in season 2. You're going to be playing Nick Barrow in the second match of the night. Do you know Nick?
Forward to it. Yeah, I know him a little bit. Yeah, Yeah, so.
Yeah, he played solid in the first game. You know what you're going to get with Nick? He's going to play solid.
His cue action's like Steve Davis a little bit.
Isn't it? It's like watching Steve Davis. Yeah, again, you got probably the most talented player in it now, against the most technique player in it now.
He looked composed out there.
Yeah, he does. You know, he's good between the ears.
And talking of looks, what do you make of this get up here tonight?
I thought it was easy on the eye.
No, you look good, mate. Don't worry. You look good.
Not against standing next to you.
Harvey, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And good luck against Nick. In the first semi-final of the evening, I should say, our third match we're ready for. Josh Sowman, who's 8-11. Of course, Josh won the first week of season 2 up against Andy Lavens, who's played so much 900. He came through the qualifiers. He's even money. So let's get this match underway. Then back to the arena we go, and back to Billy Castle, and first up, Neal Foulds.
Yeah, thank you, Rachel. We're here with Billy, looking forward to this third quarter-final match. Of course, Josh Sowman, week 1, as you heard there, was the man who got through. And 11 on the Tuesday of his week, which means he only had that one opportunity, which he took, playing all the qualifiers. Very, very solid player indeed. So again, a difficult one to call. Quite a difference of style, I think, between this pair, Billy.
Yeah, Neil, it certainly is. I mean, you've got Josh Sowman, who's very attacking and goes for all the shots, and you've got Andy Lavin, who's a bit more old school. Has like a bit more of a. If you see in the first game with Nick Barrow, he's not going to give you a lot. He's going to play the right shots. But he's a very, very good player.
A very sort of long backswing, Lavin, and he sort of pauses at the back, and I think he has had coaching over the years, and see how long those sort of waggles are, as we call them, and he's quite solid at that sort of range. Good shot, that.
Yeah, he's very, very reliable at that sort of range, Andy. I was very been impressed with him every time I watched him in a competition or matches. He never gives you a lot at all, and he's always tough to beat.
Yeah, and he's in first, so that's quite important. With the chance to, well, certainly take a lead. How many, we're not sure at this stage. Because I think he might just make 24. Take away some time. Might be going into the reds here. It's sort of the snooker player's shot, isn't it? With the red out in open play. If you could hit the, sort of just to the right of that red on the right of the bunch, open the reds and be on the loose one. It's all there.
Yeah, that's certainly a shot. That's the one Andy's played. He's brought a couple more reds into play as well now after that. He didn't go into them overly with a lot of pace, but he's brought 2 more reds into play, and he's nicely on this red.
I don't know if I think he could maybe just miss the black or just graze the left edge of it, which would put him on it. He could do that. Yeah, he's managed to avoid it with a trace of right hand side. So he's played this break well so far. Good opening red.
Yeah, it was a nicely played shot that there was, Neil. That was a little bit more tricky than it looked on the screen. It played a little bit like say side on that just to miss the black.
It could go into them, but I mean it's a risk he mightn't feel he has to take at this stage. No, don't blame him.
He's going to take these points that's there.
24.
Might try and clip a couple more out into play them if he's got a chance, but you know, he's going to build himself a nice little lead here early on.
Well, I can't fault what he's done here so far. He has that. Well, I say that he's gone a little bit too far on the blue actually, but you know he's still at the table. He looks like he can only play on the loose red. Bit of a stretch on the yellow. This would be a difficult shot now, I think. Sort of like the corner of that table will be
27.
making him stretch, I think, where he's going to be standing directly in the corner, so he might need the rest. He is.
Yeah, this is going to be a test. Tricky shots, especially when you play them with the rest. They're not easy.
Terrific shot there again. Now, how sort of brave is he here? Because if he wants to keep the break going, you cut the black in and you take 2 or 3 reds out, or do you sort of run away?
He's not even looked at it. Like I said, he's not going to give Josh a lot of chore in this game. He's certainly not going to take the risk of black on that. That's a nicely played shot as well now.
It's just. Well, I mean, that's absolutely great start, isn't it? Josh Sowman, he's had to wait till week 1, and he's already in trouble, quite honestly.
He's left his red to the middle. I think he has, you know. It's tight on our screens.
I think on the overhead makes me think he's not on it to pot it anyway.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite on it, so he's playing the red back up into bulk. But it was quite close on our screens in there, wasn't it?
Yeah. What do you do? There's plenty of time here for Josh, but at some point, you know, he's just got to see where things lie. He can only play rolling into the bunch, but you've got to hit a cushion. That's why he's played it that way. You wouldn't see that shot in normal snooker. There's no gap, I don't think. I think on the overhead, it's quite a sort of revealing view sometimes, isn't it? Can he get through? I can't imagine he could. No.
I don't think that's a big pocket to the middle, is it, for Josh? Andy wouldn't have left us red if it was.
Well, no, not quite. I mean, he probably can pot it, but it's not a big pocket. Tell you what, he didn't even need it at all. The green. What a terrific shot that was. What a shot.
Yeah, that was a very well played shot from Josh.
See if he could have tried to sort of steer that with his cue. I mean, I thought he could have played the black on the last shot, but with the red up the table, he had a guaranteed position.
That's a bit of the dark arts. I remember being a kid playing in the club competition. You think your opponent's missed it. Next thing you see the ball go in the pocket and the perfect on the next ball.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Not played that too well though. Neal, you had such a big, wide margin of error there.
I saw a player actually today, without getting away from the 900, just briefly. I saw a player, I won't mention the name, I saw a player today who in the last frame was losing, started to unbutton his waistcoat as if he'd lost, and then his opponent missed, and he buttoned it back on and carried on. He didn't win. That's a bit of an old stroke as well.
Yeah.
11.
Anyway, this could still be a very close game. He's played a good shot there.
Yeah, he's got a couple of nice balls in this break, Josh. He landed on one.
Like all left-handers, you know, he's got a good eye for the ball. There's no question about that, is Josh. He's on the red through the gap here. He's forgot to screw back. He'd be fuming. It's one of those shots, you can do that, but you wouldn't very often overscrew. It's almost one you think, I better put a little bit more into it. There we go. It breaks over when it just got very interesting.
19.
he's left his red up in bulk here. I mean, albeit it's very tricky, but. But the way Andy's played it, he has played it well.
Yeah, I mean, he's covered it. I mean, I think he might be able to get through a gap, but what edge of red can he hit?
Oh, this is not nice. He's going to be hitting Hope.
This is it. You just got to hit it a bit harder, haven't you, to make sure you don't finish short. He taps the table. I think he's got away with it just about.
Yeah. Fair play to Josh there. He just made sure he's hit a red. Wanting a bit of luck, and he has had it. I think the pink covers them two reds on the right side of the table. So he's got the upper hand of the safety game at the moment. I just wonder if Josh can see a route through to this long red. Oh, well pop.
Very good.
1.
He deserved to be on something better than this.
Because he could be particularly nasty and just roll in behind the green. Don't really understand why he didn't do that. Just dropping behind it. Cushion first. I think the shot was on. It's not bad, mind. Don't get me wrong. I mean, maybe he wanted to get the green out. Maybe it was actually the right shot. Sometimes I just think put them in the most nasty snooker you can imagine. But in getting the green out, you never know, that might end up in his favour. Well, he needs help. He needs help. He needs to hit everything.
We need a bit more of a cannon on the bulk colour there.
Just looking to just do anything there, get some contact with the bulk colour. Well, in fairness, he's been quite patient here, Josh. He's kind of waited a couple of times. Yes, he didn't get much from his last visit. He didn't get on the ball, but now he's in a position where he can get his nose in front of a few shots. He's doing well enough. And he looks to be playing all right. I don't think the red by the black goes, but by then, you know, there's a few points in it. But of course, oh, that makes it even more interesting where the pink goes. But there's a lot of time left, is the point. So the colours being safe further down the line might be significant. And there's nothing in the frame now.
That's not the greatest of shots.
Got to try and avoid when he surely screw this to go down the right as we look of the brown. Middle pocket is in play. No, he's okay.
13.
5 is a slender lead. The red is completely tied up by the pink and black. The bottom one. First significant miss from him, from Josh tonight.
Josh Tommond, 13.
This is a nail biter. You just sense it. And I think Lavens will keep doing what he does.
Yeah, he's got a chance at this red if the pink does go. When you pop the red like this earlier on with the rest.
Just a fraction more difficult, but you're right, the one he knocked in was terrific as well. Plenty of time left here. At the moment, the sort of clock is not really a factor, is it? It might end up one, but at the moment it's about who pots the most balls. I might be inclined to have played that safe off that left-hand red here if I was Andy and a few behind, just to try and get the red and the pink and the black away from each other, but it's turned out not to be a good shot.
Yeah, he's gone for the thin snicker on that red. Just got a little bit too thick and he's left this on now for Josh.
One. Pink ball.
What a chance, because the pink will come away from there. I'm still not sure. He might be able to nudge the black away. And the red, yeah, nice shot. tense up on it or anything.
7.
Well, this is very promising. 3.5 minutes. Still think it's almost normal snooker rules, but he is getting further ahead.
8.
Yeah, if he pots this black, he's going to be 20 points ahead here.
Yeah, I mean, also, does the yellow pot anywhere into one of either the bulk pockets if the chance ever came for Lavin to get back into it? He's had his chance tonight. And that's a left-hander shot down the cushion. This is for the glory.
15.
He needs a black to be 28 in front, but I think he'd be happy enough to get on the pink or blue. Yeah, well, I think I'd be taking the pink here just to say, right, okay, well, like at best, it's a tie or a deadlock. So now Lavin needs a lot of luck. Tell you what, that would have been interesting had he gone beyond the blue.
Yeah, he had no reason to play this side of the table because the yellow doesn't go.
I don't think it does go, but if you look at the pot here, maybe... Does he think it goes? Oh!
Oh.
24.
That was tight as to whether it went. That's one of them in the local league years ago. You see him play 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what got hit first. But he didn't knock the brown in. He could have done. So Josh Sowman, he's like doing a little lap of honour there, isn't he? Walking around getting his equipment. He's won, it looks like. Andy Lavin, the rock, has got to find a way of getting a snooker in not much time to do it in either.
Yeah, don't have a lot of time to get a snooker and clear off here, I'm afraid.
It's one of the things, if you do get the snooker, you've got ball in hand as well, so you can clear from the foul, but as I say, he has to make a foul soon. I can't see it happening. Very good.
3.
That just about seals it. Well, it does seal it actually. No, just about.
Yeah, he's put a few good long ones there, Josh, to get in. And yeah, he's probably the deserved winner on the whole frame, I reckon, now after it.
He's come from behind, hasn't he? That's the thing, you know. Lavin was in first, didn't take advantage. Well played, says Andy Lavin. Josh Sowman, week 1 champion, is in the semi-final on the big night, the biggest night of all.
Well, here we go. Third winner of the night, and that is Josh Sowman, the first winner of the series, actually, weren't you? Week 1. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did you enjoy the experience on finals night?
Yeah, it's a bit different. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good fun. I enjoyed it, yeah.
Well, I bet you did. Look at that smile. Of course you enjoyed it. And who's with you at the club? Who's watching at home?
So one of my best pals, Sam, has come up with me. So we just came last night. Had a nice chilled day, went for a swim, chilled out. And he's just been with me. Played a bit of game this afternoon. And then me and Mrs. is watching at the County Peel finals. Good luck.
Oh, wow, she's playing?
Yeah, she's
amazing.
So,
well, she'll be maybe playing better pool now that she knows that you're into the the semi-final. But he pulled a couple of really good shots off there, Neal.
Well, the thing is, because Andy got in first, so there's always the worry you're not going to get a chance, isn't there? And he's such a solid player.
Yeah.
He wasn't sure, but you got in once and you just underscrewed, having potted the ball. You got stuck at the bottom of the bunch.
Yeah, I was scared of. I'm probably not the best at those shots. My tip's a bit big. I was scared of screwing into my cue or double hitting. I'd rather just make sure I pot and have a top or black.
What you mean. Yeah.
But I didn't even have a black, so. But yeah, no. The first shot, there was a little piece of fluff on the table. I tried picking it up, and I got down. I could just see it, and that's all I was thinking about. And then I hit it half par, and I was like, "Oh, here we go."
8 weeks of waiting for his match. What you don't think about is the bit of fluff on the table. You think of all the things that could go wrong. And that's not part of the
plan.
It
was just glistening there in the corner of my eye.
Is that a thing though that can be get into your head, Neal? I mean, in your playing days, like just something small like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Just anything like that can bother you, but it shouldn't do. But
it just does, doesn't it?
It just does. Yeah, it just does. It's something you can't prepare for.
Final question is the old cliche. How much would it mean to you to become champion?
it'd be awesome. I need a house deposit, so yeah, it'd be really good.
Amazing, life-changing then.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
yeah,
well, good
really
luck
Thank you very much.
in your next match. And you'll be playing the winner of our last quarter-final. It's Hayden Stanland, who is even money up against Lee Walker, the favourite, at 8-11. So let's find out who will be the fourth player to make it through here on Grand Finals night. Back to you guys in commentary.
Thanks a lot, Rachel. So here we go with the fourth quarter-final on Finals night, Season 2 of the 900. Hayden Stanland with Lee Walker to break.
Yeah, Lee, this is another tricky one to call, like they all have been tonight. Some interesting game, this one. Obviously Hayden done so well to win his week 8. I'd say Lee Walker won his week. Played really well, steady. Tough one to call again for me.
He's a great arm-putter, Hayden. Lee Walker has got a very good all-round game. Just want to say, Billy, I'm not having that blame for that bit of fluff that Josh saw on the table.
Yeah, he's not blamed Billy, but it was grey.
Beautifully split now.
Oh, what a shot that is.
I mean, he is tight on the cushion, but he can definitely pop that red.
Yeah, he's definitely got an angle to get back up. Yeah, for a blue or ball colour.
You don't want to hit this thin, do you? Because if you hit this thin, the cue ball goes colliding into the pack. So, first long attempt.
Oh, wow.
That is really horrible. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of time to think about this. So he can just drop to the left of it. Got to be very careful he doesn't leave one on, or he's going to try and clip off it. Bit of right-hand side, go in between the red and the pink, back up to the bolt.
He tried to leave it on the side cushion. It's not the worst of ideas.
No.
Yeah, so in the end there, the Hayden done okay there with that safety shot. He never left Lee anything to get in.
And that's quick thinking.
Hayden sure played the red by the black here, so that's going to free the black again. Just got to be careful he doesn't push from the red that's on the bottom cushion over to the right corner pocket here.
Which is exactly what you've just said not to do. But got a good white ball.
Yep.
Yeah, he's looked at the potting angle. So he is going for this. Like if this goes in with like a cannon on one of those two reds next to the black.
He wouldn't mind more than cannons. Hasn't gone in. And what has he left Hayden? Has he left him anything?
So there's Mark Williams, 3 times world champion.
He's in the building there.
And an unforgettable legend that is Les Dodd.
Best tipster in the game.
Could be. He's got a few fans in Hayden.
Yeah, he's brought a few fans along with him. He's got his mum and dad. Now he's got his uncle here, brothers, which is nice to see. It's an amazing event. It's only got better this year, hasn't it? I mean, when you look at the first event, and season 2's got even bigger and better again. Amazing. Everyone's just been involved in it.
I just love it now. It's out in the open. You see some players and fans in the. You know, you had Nick O'Sullivan sat there in the audience. You know.
Yeah. You got Matt Ford down there who played in it.
Yeah. Sitting next to David.
Brock.
Yeah.
World Seniors player, been playing the World Senior circuit for years. You know, you got some players that come in to support it. Even Ryan Mears is down there, I see. So.
Oh, I did ask you about him earlier on. I thought he might show up tonight. I mean, it's great. it's just great that people can come and watch.
It is. It's just. But spoken to a lot of them, Lee. Tell you a story. Like, the 900 have been on for the last couple of weeks, and they've missed it.
Yep.
They have missed not coming down there and watching all the games and the atmosphere and all the players coming in every week and watching them practice.
Yeah. And they're tonight they're blessed with Mark Williams in the building.
Yeah, being up close with him down there, he's talking to everyone, and people must absolutely love that, Lee.
Yeah, definitely. He's just so normal, isn't he?
Yeah. Just got to learn to spell more on Twitter.
And of course, it's his rest we're using, his designer rest. Did he overrun that?
No, because I think there's a
red
red
to the right of the pink spot that goes through the gap.
That's where he's played. It's queuing nicely again, though. Lee is Hayden there. He looks very confident around the table. And that's another nice played shot from Hayden.
18.
Beautiful pace.
He was actually here again, Lee, the weekend playing in the amateur tour. And then obviously he lost, I think, round 1 or 2, but had to go all the way home the weekend and all the way back tonight.
How did you get on in that tournament?
Got the what they call a dreaded W.
I wondered why you brought it up. No,
but
you played well, mate. I mean, you did a lot of damage that weekend. Just a few days ago now.
Yeah, thank you. But I'm saying the amount of driving and tournaments these lads playing.
Oh, and he's put a quick one in.
Stanland, 23.
Oh, just going along nicely there as well. He was, Lee.
Oh,
very
it's
nicely.
It's tight. He hasn't got long to decide whether it goes or not.
The only good thing, he's not going to leave an easy one after it, probably.
Well, if he catches the knuckle, just don't want to catch the blue.
1.
Oh, he's right.
Just gone. There's a chance for Lee Walker.
Hayden looked in full control there, didn't he?
Yeah, well.
Especially after, when he got the couple of kisses off the pack and he's had to pop the good red in the middle. I thought it was end of. He left that a little bit short. Got some work to do here to get on a colour.
I don't think you can just run it in and play the camera red line with the black, so you've got to screw back here off the side cushion and try and get top side of the blue here. So that's the trouble with he's not got into that cue ball where it's a little bit heavier. It doesn't bite as quick as it should.
The last shot he played with the rest was an absolute disaster. so at least that one went in. The red made the pocket.
He's had a bit of practice with it, I'm sure.
Nicely struck. Got a tough red now though. I don't think he's on one, to tell you the truth. I think he's just going to have to... Is it a clip thin off this one?
Yeah, that's a shot. Try and get up in behind the yellow. Check side. He doesn't want the cue ball to get close to his pocket.
That's a disaster.
Oh my word.
But I'm surprised he checked it up. That shot's always on, isn't it, if you check it?
He never needed to check it up, Lee, because it was natural going up in behind the yellow anyway. I mean, Hayden, wow. Oh, he's playing the wrong red for me straight away.
Why does he not just put the red underneath the black, played the red on the black spot?
Yeah, or the red above the black spot to the right of it, because I think that red goes below it. I mean, this is, for me, it's the wrong red.
1.
I mean, he's played it perfect. I mean, the cannon could have gone wrong, I suppose, but... Anyway, listen, he's perfect. He's perfect here, isn't he? Unless he's...
Yeah, he's just got to stump that red, now the black goes into the left corner. It doesn't want to be too high on this red.
Now it's awkward if it is high. For me, he's played the wrong red first.
Yeah, he should have cleared the red he's playing now, I think.
8.
But he's probably got the angle just to run on and off the cushion. A little bit right hand side, maybe. Unless he's running it around off 2 cushions.
Yep. Nicely played. But just like I say, even in the finals night, Hayden just had that little bit of run to go his way, didn't he? And that's all you need, Lee.
Yeah.
And these nights.
He's not perfect on this black to get on this red. Oh, he was perfect on it, but now he's low. He's just
Yeah,
making this hard
yeah,
work
he's got
now.
a little cannon now on the black here, which it could go wrong. I mean, I'll be very surprised if he's not on the black, but it could go wrong.
Shouldn't be having to play this though.
Yeah, I mean, I would have played a little cannon on the black there, I think. Just flick the black. Now he's running away from the reds.
Yeah, the wrong side of the blue.
And these reds in the open, you know, Lee, because the counter clearance is always on, especially with a player like Lee Walker behind you.
So he's left himself this long straight red. And these youngsters are so good at these shots now.
Yeah, it's almost like the bread and butter now, Lee. They pot these more than they pot blacks off the spot.
Yeah. And that's just like the perfect angle he's left on that as well, when it's just off straight the right side. You can see it's still absolutely rammed down there.
Oh, it's absolutely packed down there. It's brilliant to see. I mean, what I think Jason's done here for the amateur snooker. It's incredible.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He's just got such great vision.
Yeah. And that's it. So you can see how we've come on again from season 1 to season 2, Lee. How everything's improving all the time.
Yeah.
It's just.
And if there is a season 3, what can you do next season?
Well, it'll be better again, I can guarantee it, because you know he's never.
The bloke
never
doesn't
standing
sleep.
Still.
He doesn't sleep.
38.
Just need to put a.
I'm sure Misha will agree. Just the bloke doesn't sleep.
Just need to put a world doubles on again, Lee. Need to play that. Sorry, he could just pot that red Lee, run the ball, and that's it. The next game over. Can't see Lee.
He needs one snooker and everything. I think he's gonna. Okay, he's not going for it. I thought he was gonna try and get a few points and then get a snooker in behind the pink, maybe off of one of those last reds.
Yeah. It's good work so far from Hayden. I mean, Mark Williams said anyone but Lee's going to win, and he's probably right with that. What's that now?
Oh no, he's an expensive taxi.
Oh, I'm sure he set up for a kebab on the way home, Lee. You don't laugh at a kebab.
So, going to attack this one in the middle.
Oh, snooker shot.
3 minutes.
He would have loved to lead the red by the pink now, Lee, to get the snooker behind, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
It's just not enough time. It really isn't.
9.
I mean, that's a good semi-final, but if it does happen, Hayden playing Josh, leave one of them to be in the final.
Yeah, got to get a snooker
60.
now.
And a tell him one, really.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm coming to the table.
Oh, he's got one.
I'm in a snooker.
Has he?
No,
No,
it's the edge out.
it just doesn't stop rolling, does it?
No. Well, I'll be taking my 20 seconds here.
Definitely. We're getting down roughly about my 7 seconds. Then we're using my beeps. Just wondering if he could play the double here, pot a few, and try and get the colour on one of the ball colours and have a chance that way.
Yeah, I just don't think there's enough time. I mean, this is a good shot, but it's not a snooker.
That's it for me,
Just
Lee.
stand there for 20 seconds now. There's absolutely no chance of it.
Looks like Neal Spick's going to go through to the semi-finals.
Yeah. Yep, we both got a player in. So there we go, folks. Hayden Stanland makes it through to the semi-finals. We'll get him in the studio straight after this break.
Semi-final lineup is complete, and it's Hayden Stanland, the fourth winner of the evening. Well done, Hayden.
Thank you.
You did say you're feeling quite nervous out there this evening. It's a big occasion, massive event, and of course, huge opportunity this evening.
It's massive. I mean, you know, £10,000, that's all anybody can think about. You know, obviously, still got 2 more games to go, but it just adds such a tension in there and horrible pressure. But happy to get through.
It's massive, and before we talk about your performance, you mentioned the money straight away, £10,000. It is the biggest prize in amateur snooker. Josh, who you're going to be playing in the semi-final, he mentioned, you know, saving for a deposit for a house. It's great for you guys.
Oh, it's massive. I mean, £10,000 to us, you know, thanks to Jason, it's the first opportunity we've had to earn this kind of money. So it's, you know, it's massive, and it's not life changing, but you know what I mean. It's like for us, it's like to pay for all the competitions and things. It's massive.
Yeah, and I suppose I mentioned previously about playing even in the academies. You know, it all costs money to this journey of progressing as a snooker player.
Yeah, I used to play in Sheffield at the Dings Academy with other Chinese players, and you know that was a fantastic experience. But it all adds, all the money, like all adds up and everything. It was costing me so much money, and eventually I had no option but to stop. And you know, obviously, you can't buy that experience against those players, and unfortunately, like, I haven't had that since. But hopefully, I might be able to go back.
All that experience, Lee has counted. His long potting was sublime this evening.
Yeah, I mean, the long potting's great, but I said that at the beginning of the night, at the end of last week, whenever it was. But it's not only the pressure of the £10,000. It's like a pressure cooker down there.
Oh,
it's like
horrible.
it's so busy down there, and they've got the cameras, you've got the lights. It's like getting hotter, and I mean the table runs like glass. It's just so much that all eyes on you. And like you say, you've got your family there. You're playing for the 10 grand. It's massive pressure. This is what it is. If you can hold up to the pressure, because we've seen some good players tonight miss some quite easy balls.
You say it's getting hot downstairs. How are you?
My tattoos have slid off.
How are you heating
Looking good, Lee.
Do you think, Hayden? Do you think?
It's just another shirt.
Listen, Lee just mentioned your family there, your parents, your uncle and his partners here as well. I mean, how much does that add the pressure? I mean, it's obviously lovely that they're there. I remember when you came through your group, I mean, your mum was kind of watching through her fingers. She could hardly look. It's nerve-wracking for them.
It is. I mean, to be honest, I don't know where my mum is. She was there all night, and then for my frame, she disappeared somewhere. And then I see my dad, Paul. He's he's a nervous wreck down there as well. But it is nice to have them here, because you need someone in your support, in your corner and things.
And you don't know when it's going to happen again.
No, exactly.
You just don't know. You've got to make the most of these opportunities. You get your family and your friends in to watch. Just brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah, and put on your best shirt.
Yes.
Congratulations, Hayden. We'll see you.
Stop chirping.
Can't help it. I just can't take you seriously tonight. It is, of course, the semi-final with you shortly, but we're ready for the first semi-final then on grand finals night. Nick Barrow 13-10, Harvey Chandler 4-7. Of course, Harvey knocking out Michael Holt, the favourite for the night actually. So how will this one go? Let's find out. Over to you, Neal.
Thank you, Rachel. Things just getting ramped up a notch now. It is semi-finals on the night of the grand final. So the winner of this match, of course, plays for the big money and the prestige, the trophy and everything. So you want to be in there. Both of these two do. Nick Barrow, it is breaking off the Bagel Diamond the Lily in the opening match on grand finals night in the second season of the Snooker Legends 900. Harvey Chandler, well, he dumped out the hitman, the favourite, from the outset. Holty was the anti-post favourite, but he's gone now. And it was the rapid potting of Chandler who got there in the end, Harvey Chandler. But, I think with Nick Barrow, he's going to be just trying to keep him at bay, trying to find ways of doing so. He's a clever player. He's got the plan here, but the worry must be the Reds could go anywhere. Screw him back.
You know what? He played a screw off the bunch in the first match, and he didn't get anything on it. It's been the same there.
I know, it's kind of though throwing the gauntlet down a little bit, hasn't it? Okay, go for one if you want here. taking the risk. He's playing this low red. Hard pot. Well, I thought he was going for it. Didn't want to play that red to the left middle there, did he, Harvey? You know, it was a big shot to play. It might be that Nick Barrow has got very little choice but to do that now. He's got to go for this red, I think.
Yeah, and that's what he's been good at. You know, last week he saw the shot and he got down and gave himself time on the shot.
Beautiful shot, isn't it? I mean, it really was a beautiful shot, that. So well controlled. He's gone too far on the blue, yes, but with two reds up there. You know, it's early days yet, but it's advantage Nick Barrow because he's got in. And he's quite a sort of a thinking snooker player, isn't he?
Yeah, very much so. He's been in the game a long time. But not played competition for a lot of years.
I think he wants to be a fairly defensive, sort of almost like a counter puncher. I think he wants to wait for good chances to come and keep tight at snooker. But you know, he was forced into attacking with that red in the middle, and in it went. Do a little flick here. Well, he hasn't got it.
He's not bad on it though. I think it does go into the yellow pocket.
Yeah, I think it's tight, but I think it does go, you're right. Big shot this. Well, that was the problem, wasn't it? Going, if it was tight, there's a tendency to miss it on the left side. All of a sudden, a few Harvey Chandler fans found their voice when that stayed out, that blue.
So I think this hot chocolate, as lovely as it is a wrong move for me.
What with all the regalia you're wearing?
If that means dress, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is he on one in the middle? I think it is. I kind of felt like the top shot was on the cards there, of two cushions into the pack.
Tell you what, he's got away with one there, hasn't he? Nick Barrow. Or he may feel he has, because Harvey could have made 60, couldn't he, there? In no time, he's that sort of player. But the game has never changed, really. If you want something that badly, it's quite hard to just go out and do it. You know, he's got that red on the left's in play here. If he's playing safe down the left side, the left red can easily be hit on the way back up.
He's played it thick. It was a clever shot, but where's the cue ball going?
Well, I'll tell you what, he seemed to walk away as if he knew it was all right, but I thought it was heading towards the pocket like you.
Right, Harvey's come down just to have a look. I think he wants the underneath red to go, but we're not sure if it does. Oh, what a clever shot. What a clever shot.
Well, if you played it like that, with the other red in mind to top through it, you know he's going from corner to corner. It's the furthest you can be away from the ball.
If you watch, I don't know if we see the spin. I think it sort of semi-bananas off the other red as well.
Looked nice, I know that much, unless you're sitting in Nick Barrow's seat.
I mean, it was just a great shot.
It was terrific. As I say, when you're in that corner hitting to the other corner, you're a long way away, aren't you? That's as far as you could be, but he controlled it.
Right, they're all kind of covering each other at the moment, these sort of six reds in the middle of the table. So once he moves one of them, the next one goes. So, and that's what, okay, he's got one in the middle, but that's what, if he plays the red to the right of the pink spot, that opens up the one to the left and below it.
Surprised he's not playing the red to the middle, he's playing the bottom one here. The red to the middle looks an easy option. one. He's got to make sure he passes the red and the black. Yeah,
17.
he's okay, but he didn't want to be hitting the black there, and he just put this next shot a little bit riding on it now, as if to say, well, look, I didn't play the last shot well, now I've just got to play this cutback, which he should get, but it's just the last shot might be in his mind still.
Yeah, he's rolling it, which is the easiest way for this one.
Struggled in. It's just a bit of pressure starting to tell on him. He's in front, but the last two shots have not been his normal smooth strike.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't. I'm with you. I'm surprised he didn't take the red into the middle pocket. But there's his mates. They're all here to watch him from Barrett's in Northampton. His long potting is just absolutely out this world.
Very good, wasn't it? Of course, Barrett's very decent club with Kyron Wilson and a few others have played there. Kyron still does.
Rory McLeod.
Yeah, yeah, good players.
Jamie O'Neill. Harvey Chandler.
27.
Crowd getting going. Just needs a good positional shot now.
Highly rated player, isn't he? I know amongst his peers, people on the obviously the amateur circuit. He has been on the tour, Harvey, but I think everyone seems to know what a good player he is. A lot of surprise when Dennis Taylor managed to beat him last year. Not that Dennis is not anything but a former world champion, but you know, it was a bit of a shock, wasn't it? In fact, it was earlier, wasn't it? In this year's event. Got his own back on finals night for that week.
And now, all of a sudden, he's in perfect position.
He wouldn't fancy to go wrong at close quarters like this.
So he landed straight enough on that sort of, he has, you know, he got too much screw on it. He needed more stun to get above the bottom red of that lot. So he's again going to go away from the black spot area. Ooh,
41.
wiped his feet. So a deep screw on the green. Not sure what kind of angle he's got on this red. He's obviously not straight enough to run through. Oh, he is. He's dead straight. Perfect. He loves this shot, surely. Nice little stun run. Wow. He just slaps them in the back of the pocket.
It's a nice way to play them, and some players just roll those in, but you know, the stun run through, once you get the stun right, you can really put your cue through it. And he played it well.
Oh, he's clubbed it. He only needs one more red. Oh.
52.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of time, but as you say, one more red, game over. Game, set, match in final. Yeah, very nice. He's gone too far, yes, but even then, you know, I mean, he's now looking at the clock. The clock isn't really part of this equation.
Right, get a colour safe.
Green ball.
Got to play, turn around and play safe on the black for what it's worth. Put that on the side cushion.
Chandler 53.
I thought he was going to put the green on the side cushion, but
all of these things probably don't matter, but actually he might as well have done a little bit better on that shot, just for the sake of once in 1,000 when you might lose the frame like this.
Oh, but Nick's shifted the black. So anyway, you want to be keeping that cue ball away from any pocket necessary. What did I just say?
He tried hard, hasn't he? Tried hard, Nick Barrow, but you know, I don't know how he's meant to get these snookers he needs here.
I don't know. The blue, pink, yellow, and black are in a good spot.
Needs two though, doesn't he? And he keeps hitting the bump. what does he do? I suppose if you can pop red black, all the better. You know, putting the black back on its spot wouldn't really be an issue. You know, because he's not really in a snookering position anyway. So he's had an absolute howler. He's gone in off. We have our first player for the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be Harvey Chandler. Nick Barrow, big smile on his face, but he's been turned over. He was in first again, which we've seen, but Harvey Chandler is doing it the hard way. You know, he's knocked out Michael Holt, the anti-post favourite, and now Nick Barrow's been playing some good stuff in this.
9.
But he's still got another match to win. We don't know who he's going to be playing yet. It's all very interesting. It's almost like the victory little march. Doesn't go any further. The in-offs come all too late. So it's basically game over. We're still playing, although ball in hand. Where's he playing it from? Somewhere really ridiculous. It's not ball in hand. He's gone mad, hasn't he? It was always going to happen one day, you know.
Chandler 7, ball in hand.
Why did he play it the way that he did?
He's not even picking it up. He's playing it from there.
Ball's flying around everywhere.
Something for the crowd. Something for the crowd.
Come back up. Where'd the yellow go?
I don't blame Michaela. She's probably thinking, well, they're going to shake hands with me now. I'm going to get a quick cup of tea for the next game. And now it's turned into lots of running around. He likes to put the ball there, doesn't he? What's the big deal?
Digging it down. I'm not sure what shot he's playing here, but I think he's trying to...
To be honest, as I say, this has been coming for a long time, hasn't it, with Nick? We've known how many years? 25, 30 years. Today's the day finally cracked.
Listen, he's got more flair on his trousers than he's got in his game. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Well, this is a bit of a side issue now because Harvey's got a big match to play in about half an hour, 20 minutes. Very big game of snooker coming up.
This is nice when you can release it like this.
9.
He won't give up though, will he?
Oh, they're playing it out. He's trying to play this. Jump the cue ball forward and get it back.
Break the table or something because he's queuing down now to say, well, I'm not going to win it, so I'm trying to ruin the table or the conditions for the next matches. Sabotage. Not really, of course. Anyway, is it handshake time? It might as well be now, mightn't it? I think we've seen enough, haven't we? Do you think?
I have.
Yeah. And also, you're not getting any water colder, are you, in what you're wearing?
No, I could be having a couple of minutes outside, but
yeah.
That's all done. That's all done.
It's all over now. But you see, they're just making you sit and suffer or sweat it out, literally. Yeah. Okay, guys, it's been fun, and we're down to 45 seconds.
Surely can't play the last. You can't carry on when you've lost, can you?
No, I don't think you can really. These are funny times we're living in, aren't they? Anyway, warm congratulations there from Nick Barrow, who's been beaten by Harvey Chandler, who's in the grand final. The big match coming up later, but there's a small matter of his opponent to find out.
Harvey Chandler is through to the final tonight on a grand finals evening, and what a night it's been so far. I mean, that was fun for the crowd. I'm not too sure how much fun Jason Francis was having behind the scenes, thinking, "Oh, don't wreck the table."
What are they doing? Just trying to rip the cloth. Just like
yeah, I mean, like all this queuing down on the ball, but I suppose Nick Barrow's had such a great time the last few weeks.
Yeah,
certainly when he's here. You know, coming away from here, he's not as much great fun with his car because he had an accident, didn't he? But anyway, the bottom line is, you know, the best player won.
And I think with Nick, I think we've got to say he's been a great sport, hasn't he? Since,
Good lad,
since he came here,
he's a great. They're both great lads. You know, it was horrible for me to have to see them play each other, but you know, I think.
Especially with what you're wearing, it was going on that
mucking
long.
about. I could have had a couple of minutes break in the fresh air. But yeah, Jason must have been having kittens. But the table's in one piece. But you've got to be careful you don't ruin your tip.
Well, that was it. Billy Castle, also backstage, was thinking, oh, crikey, Harvey, be careful. Anyways, he's through to the final, and our second semi-final is on the way. It's Josh Thomond up against Hayden Stanland. And just look at the odds, actually. 10-11 for Josh, 4-5 for Hayden. Hayden just about the favourite, Fouldsy. Would that be fair?
I don't know. That's a hard one, isn't it? I mean, you've got a man in the final. I was with Hayden to get through and win the grand final myself. I don't think he could do that. But, there's nothing between those two, really, is there? They're very similar players in the way they're quite attacking, they're dangerous.
Yeah, I kind of would have had Hayden as a slightly bigger favourite, maybe. So I think if you're going to have a bet, I'd probably be backing Hayden, because I would have expected him,
Is he a better player than Josh?
I think he might end up one, but I don't know. I mean, Josh has got a little bit more experience, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
That's a really hard game to call, but it would be a big win for both of them. So, good luck to the pair of the guys.
And, of course, the winner of that will be playing Harvey in the final.
And Harvey, I think, will start favoured against either of those. I'm just saying that.
Yep.
Okay. Right, well, let's take a look then. Where we're at, it's the grand final of season 2 here, the Snooker Legends 900. We're getting closer. It really is hotting up, Lee, isn't it? Harvey's already into the final. Let's take a look just very quickly, because we're going to have, to start the night, 4 players have been going away here quite disappointed. Poor Dinda Lily didn't really get a look in to start with, did he?
No, Nick Barrow played a very solid frame there. There's no disgrace for Dinda there. Michael had a couple of chances though. He missed a black off the spot, which he'll be annoyed about. Andy Lavens really didn't get.
He got in first, didn't he?
Got in first, sort of did all right, and then we just saw what happened with Hayden there. But so it's Lee Walker's going to be gutted.
Well, he first foul of the night.
At least he's got the company of Mark Williams on his trip home.
Oh, bless. Well, he'll be getting stick, won't he? Mark's already put out a tweet. I noticed, one thing not to do, don't foul. What does he do? Foul. But that is, that's the crux of it, isn't it? That's the format. And first foul of the night, and that's it. Game over.
It is game over. But I'm still thinking about something that was said a minute ago by Lee. He said, after that first semi-final, at least the table's still in one piece. So anything like that is a bonus. At least it's got all its legs on there, cloth on there, everything. So if you're looking for the lowest possible thing to be pleased about, the table's still down there.
Guys, on a more serious note, what will these two be thinking? Because we spoke about Hayden, he's got a lot of class, he's got quality. Josh, maybe he carries a little bit more experience, but so much up for grabs. I mean, how are they going to deal with the situation?
Well, they're both not really used to this sort of situation, but they're both extremely good potters. For me, Josh hits the ball just a fraction too hard for my liking, but they're both very, very similar players, aren't they?
Good players.
I mean, Hayden, I suppose, has had better chances in around the black spot area, I suppose, but it's a tough one to call, but I'd be going Hayden at those prices.
And the crowd, of course, getting revved up. We will be crowning the winner a little bit later, and one of these 3 are going to be going away with the big prize.
I'm just thinking about that because, there's a lot of experience from last year. Anne Parsons, a very experienced player over quite a while, and, people like Lee Walker in there. Lots of players like that. But this year, the last 3 are players whose best snooker is still ahead of them. So that's interesting in itself, isn't it?
Sure is. We've had been a real treat this season, hasn't it, with the golden oldies, the marquee players, and now we're seeing the young talent coming through. And we'll be finding out who comes through next with Josh Thomond and Hayden Stanland on the way next. And we can rejoin Billy Castle in commentary. Back down to the arena we go. We wish them both the best of luck.
Yes, thank you, Rachel. Welcome back, snooker fans. Our second semi-final, season 2 900 finals night. And it's Hayden who's going to get us underway here against Josh Thomond. That don't look like a bad break off at all here. Yes, and welcome back, Neal.
Yeah, thanks, Billy. I mean, this game would mean a lot to these two guys. You know, there's no doubt about it. A touching ball here, Hayden. I think this could be a close one. It might be a bit nervy with so much up for grabs, you know.
Yeah, there's certainly quite a lot to play for here now. I mean, that's not a great shot from Hayden to leave this red out for Josh.
No, so the thing is, those shots that end up going back to bulk like this, I mean, it only leads to 1 point now because you can't roll behind the colour unless you sort of decide to play the brown into the middle. So those long balls that go into shot to nothing balls that go into bulk, you know, it just gives you 1 point, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a big advantage anymore, you know, if you're not going to follow it up with a roll off or anything.
Yeah.
But it's still better than missing. That green is actually slightly in the way, isn't it, of the thin safety on the left side. It's actually really thin. So he's avoided the dreaded, so... A bit of a lull here before the storm as this match goes on.
Yeah, just having a look here if Hayden's tempted at this long red, because he's going to leave a red after it.
Hit it quite well, unlucky. Well, the cue ball is running on and on here, so this is actually not the worst shot. If he wants to take the plunge and pop this go into the bunch, he's got to hit the pink square though if he does play it. Fair play, he's played the shot, hasn't he? Oh, no. To be honest, I feel a bit sorry for him there because he's played the big shot, and it's not worked out in his favour. Now what though? That's the question.
I've read about the black spot I'll be playing here to leave the black. I think if the
black doesn't go anywhere. Don't think it might go.
You know, right corner pocket. I thought.
You know, I think you're right. I think it would go. You're right. I mean, we're not behind it exactly on the overhead. We've got. It's a bit in doubt. I can see why that would be the shot you'd play there.
That's not a great shot, is it?
I mean, to be honest, you can't knock the way that Josh played that last shot. I mean, he went absolutely full-bloodedly at it, didn't he?
Yeah, he's played it perfect. And I will say, Hayden in the last game, I'm not saying to Lee, you do need a bit of luck to win this competition. He is having a rubber group, but not saying because obviously Patrick Wallace went in off, Lee Walker's gone in off. Left them ball in hand, it is what you need. He struck that nice now.
Very nice. The other thing I'll say though is that, you know, if you're Josh, you know that if you hit it as well as you want to, that you can knock a red in because he's tried to hit the pink square on and knock the reds everywhere. So one can easily go in, and unfortunately for him, it did.
Yeah, it's always in the back of your mind when you go into the pack that one could go in.
It has to be, doesn't it? Because we've all been bitten by it over the years. Anyway, I don't know if does the black actually go because we thought it did on the previous visit. Now, or certainly at the start of this visit. Enjoyed that little shot there, playing on the pink again in the middle. He's played these well so far.
Yeah, they're not easy though to keep hot on these pinks, especially it's not going to be easiest of cueing now by the reds.
Some people are just better than others, these short shots, aren't they? But you're right, he's doing a good job.
That's another nice pot there now.
21.
Just got to get out of there onto a colour. It's not so simple this time.
22.
And he's played on it. It's a very clever shot. He's a good player in the middle, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, you're coming across the face of the pink there. You've got to get the face dead on, or else you've got an awkward shot on the pink.
That was nicely played there from Hayden. Absolutely perfect. very comfortable in around that area now, isn't he?
He really is. No, it's been a lovely break.
I would say the middle pockets are not easy. You know, pot on the pinks and right to the middle pockets. And these middle pockets, you know, as we said over the past few weeks, they're nippy.
They are. It's interesting what Hayden was saying, that he's been playing in Ding's Academy, or he was for a while. I tell you what, he hits the ball nicely. He gets through it. You watch that cue, it goes through the ball. It doesn't stop at the cue, but it goes right through it, as if it's not there. And it's a nice way of hitting the ball that he's got. It's a good follow through that.
You know, it's a bit Ronnie-esque the way he sort of cues now.
Can't pay him a bigger compliment. I know you meant Ronnie Sullivan, who's the junior champion, didn't you? That's who you meant.
And he's got a nice cue action as well.
Yeah, I'm sure he has. No, listen, good cue action means a lot. I know one thing. Everyone plays this game differently, but there aren't many very good players with poor cue actions. I can't really think of barely anybody.
For sure.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen him play for a while.
He's around corners at the moment.
To be honest, not very. Listen, he's had you can't kick a man. He's wearing a shirt that's nearly about to explode, and now you've kicked him when he's down. Saying about his cue action. He's gone off in disgust. I'm only kidding. Shirt's nice, really, that you've got on tonight.
Oh, it's a nice shot again there. Look at the control and the cue ball there.
It's a beautiful shot, isn't it? I mean, he really has. Yes, he had ball in hand, but he's taken them really well. He looks good. He's got, as I say, this cue action is getting more and more sort of getting smoother, almost by the frame here. Nice break, this.
He's took these well, because I know all the balls have been in the open now, but he's had to pick through them. It's not like sometimes when the balls are completely in the open, it's harder to break, believe it or not, because you can quite easily run out of position because you've got so many balls to go at.
That last shot he played was a nice one too. That's kind of saying, okay, I'm ending this break here, but I'm going to pot the red and disappear up the bulk end. And I know at the moment Josh could win.
Try and stick the yellow down one on the black now.
There's a temptation to try and keep the break going, I suppose, is there? But he's not being tempted by it. He's doing the right thing.
Yeah, tried to get snooker there behind the brown.
Well, look, there's enough points on the table and enough time to win this for Josh, but the fact that he was unlucky that he knocked in that red in makes probably think that his run's going to come to an end. But it's not quite over yet. There's so much time left. You take a dish and a half.
Oh, we don't have it there.
Be on the colour. Deserves to be on the colour.
He's a hell of a long pot in there, isn't he, Josh?
He's unlucky again there. Well, this has to go in. We're going to tie otherwise. Well, time is kind of running out here, I'm afraid. That was some annoyance, I think. Hayden just taking stock, giving the match time to breathe. 51 in front, 51 on.
Yeah, it's not a bad shot that really, getting the red back up onto bulk, make it harder to get back down on the black.
Well, that's right. I mean, first person I ever saw do that was Ray Reardon. If someone needs to pot all red blacks, he'd have all the reds at the other end of the table, where Keeble's got to do air miles to keep on getting the black from up there. So you're just putting the final nail in the coffin when you do that, aren't you?
They can pot them like that and get back on the black.
Well, listen, he deserves something good to happen here, because he's had a very unlucky frame, Josh Sowman. This has to go in as well. Well done. Be lucky. I think he deserves it, like I say.
Yeah, that was another nice pot on the black. That wasn't easy.
What is he getting out here? Is it a long spider or something? Which way is he turning the implement there? No, he's using it as the rest. I think so.
Yeah, he's just got to drop this in.
Very nice shot. Now he's going to have to get high on the red, sort of almost in line with just above the pink spot so that he can cut it and get back on the black. It's quite a narrow one. Well, he's played it well. I know that looks too thin, but this angle takes him towards the black.
Yeah, that's a nice shot. He's played that nice. That's a nice pot on the red.
This is very good stuff. Oh, that's not a nice kiss. Yeah, I think he needs to make sure of this, because 4 minutes, it doesn't have to be at this visit as long as the black goes in. Well, he's achieving something quite good here, and you know, if he knocks this and gets on the green, then all of a sudden there could be a twist in this. It's a big shot, this though.
He flukes it.
Oh dear. That will not please him. I tell you what, it's a great effort there though from Josh. I have to be honest, the harsh reality is now he knows it's one snooker. If this goes in, 29 in it with 25 on. So he probably could do a pot in the green as well, Hayden, couldn't he?
Yeah, certainly.
You're never quite there, are you?
He's played that perfect.
Again, a nice little shot down the middle of the table.
That's nicely done. I think that'll be match ball now.
Yeah, game over. We know our finalists, don't we?
And that's a very, very good final. Harvey, Chandler and Hayden.
Yeah. Well, he's carrying on, Josh. He had a really good run. He won week one, don't forget, so a lot of time to sort of wallow in the moment of how well he's done, but unfortunately it ends the last hurdle, if you like, because you want to be in the final and take your chances. A lot of money to play for in that final. Unfortunately, he's not going to be in it. You've always got that hope, haven't you, it's going to be you in these events. Unfortunately, it's not going to be for Josh. I think they already knew, but they certainly know now.
Oh, he's definitely got a few fans down there. That's for sure.
There you have it. Josh Sowman, again, pretty generous in defeat. Hayden Stanland is in the grand final. Harvey Chandler will be his opponent. That's coming soon.
Welcome back. Great to have your company here on the grand finals night of the Snooker Legends 900. And this is a format, an event that couldn't happen without this man, Jason Francis. You've been behind the scenes. We're always keeping an eye on, you know, what you've got next. But what a success this has been.
We've had an incredible 9 weeks, haven't we? I mean, we thought season 1 was good. I think we all agree that season 2 has probably topped it. And now 2 players are 15 minutes away from, as you say, some life-changing money.
Well, the biggest prize in amateur snooker. But Neal, you and I have got to know Jason really well over the last 2 seasons.
Sure.
We know that he never stops just there, though. He's always thinking about growing and building and what can we do next?
Well, this is it, you know, and I think also, you know, as far as this 900 is concerned, you've got other countries involved, haven't you? I think more so this year than before, because you've got, I mean, we've seen players from, you know, Iceland, we've seen players, you know, French, Austrian, German, Italian players, somebody from Bermuda, which is not exactly a hotbed of the game, is it?
Well, you'd say that. I mean, the amount of messages we've had, even since season 2 started, from other countries wanting to get involved. And I think the idea of season 2 was to go beyond the UK. Yeah. There can be quite a lot of criticism of snooker being so based in the UK and the professional level. Yeah. So it's so great to see, you know, the champions are still the best player of their country. So when they come here, they are representing their country, and we've had some fantastic performances from those champions.
We're just wondering, when are we heading to Bermuda? And in terms of all of the different sections of snooker, we've obviously had great representation from the women players, the disability players that have come through. And would there ever be maybe something in having an all-women's night, maybe an all-women's week?
I think that's a great shout, and I think for season 3 we could absolutely look for a week where we bring the 12 best women in, and every woman that's turned up in the 900 this year has delivered. Yeah. I mean, even one or two of them that didn't get through. Look at Chucky Preston. She didn't get through, but look how close. They've all done unbelievably well, and raising the profile of the women's game is fantastic.
I also thought that it was very interesting that some of the pool players that came along, Jason Shaw, was interested in him coming along and playing, along with Mark Gray, who I've seen play before. He played last year. But, I wonder if you could get a few more of the pool players into crossing over of the two disciplines.
We see quite a lot of snooker players going to play in the pool events now, especially in China. So it was really great to see a couple come our way, if you like. And then Jason Shaw rocking up and playing with his 9-ball cue, and it's just like... It's just another element of what this 900 brings to it. Now, it probably might let him down over a best of 17 or something, but over a 15-minute frame, that's what he's used to playing with.
He's a clever player. That's what helped. And he did kind of say when I spoke to him as he left, he said, I'm thinking about maybe trying to get on the professional tour now. He's got his appetite for snooker back a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I say, for some reason... This has caught the imagination. It's taken off. Everyone's playing 900 now all around the world, and obviously we're delighted with that.
Very much so. And season 3 on the cards as well.
I think so.
Yes, good. And before we get set for the final, Jason, your highlight. Obviously, we've still got a great match ahead of us, but all of the different stories that we've had.
It's really weird when you think about a highlight, and there's been some unbelievable moments of despair and triumph. But I think for me, season 2 has given 96 people, amateur players, a chance to feel like professionals. We've tried to provide the very best environment we can. I think we've produced a table as good as anything you'll see out there on the main tour. And for some of them only 15 minutes, that's all they had. They felt like professional snooker players.
And playing on TV on those conditions in front of a live audience.
Well, that's right. I mean, if you think about On Yi, she had a couple of years on the tour. She's gone off now, and she was here. And I know that she was speaking to Rianne and made sort of slightly anxious about the whole idea of playing cricket, because she can be a little bit sort of methodical in her ways. She made a televised century, and that was nice. And a lot of people were speaking about that at the time, so that's all good, isn't it?
I said finally, Jason, one last question. Who's going to be the champion tonight?
Oh, wow. I mean, the one thing we have with the two finalists is they've both made it very clear that it would make a massive difference to them. We know the costs of being an amateur snooker player. We know you have to travel around and chase those ranking points. And if you don't play in things, quite a lot of times you don't get the opportunities then to get the top-ups, to get the chances on the Pro Tour. But everything costs money. The moment you step outside the door, it's costing you money. Travel, hotels, entry fees. And there's a lot more bad days in this game than good days, as you know.
I certainly am the right person to say that. I definitely know.
He could be one of our pundits coming in here. He still hasn't given me the answer or the winner or the champion. No. But do you know what? We'll let you off because you've created a wonderful event. It's been great to be part of it. And we are ready for the final. Let's take a look then on how it's all panned out. Grand finals night. The last two men standing for the check, £10,000, the trophy, and of course the bragging rights. It's Harvey Chandler and Hayden Stanland. Harvey came through against Nick Barrow. Hayden Stanland got the better of Josh Sowman. Both of them can be very proud on what they've managed to achieve in this event. But it is Harvey versus Hayden, and Lee is back with us just to give us your predictions and just your analysis on what we've seen with these two players tonight.
Well, I mean, Jason pretty much says it all, doesn't he? He's a great speaker. As hot as I am right now, I've got goose pimples on my legs listening to the way he explains stuff. And it's a tough one, but I picked, what's the matter? Goosebumps, pimples. When somebody says something and you go,
with your body at the moment, isn't there?
There's a lot going on with it you don't know. But honestly, I think
I don't want to know.
I've got to stay with my pundit's pick, and you've got to stay with yours.
No, listen, I don't mind. It's been a great night, you know. And to be honest, Harvey has come out of a tough side of the draw. You know, he's playing the whole team at the beginning. Are you okay over there, Rachel? And you know, Hayden, I hadn't met him before week 8. I don't think. I know he'd been playing on a few of the pro matches. And what a great lad, you know, great family all here. And what a good snooker player, by the way. That last 50 he made, ball in hand after Josh unluckily went in off. Knocked a red in. Brilliant break.
You know what, though? I've had a little chat with Billy, and Billy says that Hayden's had ball in hand for his last 4 matches. That's how important it is. So one little in-off, one little foul, you get ball in hand. It makes a big difference.
Is Billy compiling this information?
He's lying to me.
Some kind of an almanac.
One or the other. Be careful, he could put you away. Goose Pimples or not, both of you have been pretty good on the tipping tonight, because pundits' picks were still going strong. Harvey and Hayden, you've got Harvey, Lee, and Neal, you've got Hayden. And I'd imagine you're going to be sticking with Hayden Stanland.
Well, listen, I'd like to see him win. I've got nothing against Harvey, who's a good lad too. So, look, we're here now. Let the best man win, you know. There's a big prize up for grabs. I think there's a huge differential of about £8,500, you know, between the 10 and the second prize. So, you know, good luck to both guys. You know, seriously, it doesn't matter anymore about us. It's about these guys.
Yeah.
They were the prize at the start of the night, by the way. Let's bring in the odds for the final. Harvey Chandler, 4-6, the favourite. Hayden Stanland is 11-10. So odds against Hayden. Harvey 4-6. And, well, one match away, 15 minutes, 900 seconds for £10,000. My gosh, this is big pressure.
And if you're going to have a bet, maybe Hayden's because there's nothing in it apart from they're both phenomenal good long potters. Maybe Harvey's been around a little bit longer, played a few more matches, you know, more important matches. Yeah. So I fancy his favourite. But if you're going to have a bet, maybe Hayden's the better price. But I'm sticking with Harvey.
Okay. All right, lovely stuff. I'm going to go downstairs to the arena to watch the final. You're going to hot-foot it to the commentary box. Enjoy it all. And you stay where you are. Great to have your company for grand finals night. And the big one is coming next.
Another hot drop.
So this is it, you lovely snooker fans. Welcome to the final of Season 2 of the 900. What a final this is. 2 of the quickest, best potters we've had in the tournament.
I know, and it comes down to a bit more than that though now, doesn't it? All of those things are right. They've been clever, played the right shot at the right time, scored well. But now, you know, the little bit of extra pressure comes into the equation. Who's going to handle it the best?
Doesn't want to hit this thick, needs to hit this thin if he misses it. Got to get the cue ball round. There you go.
I think that's what he played more than the pot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Clever shot. Good call as well, Lee, because you're right. You hit that anywhere near the potting angle. If you don't pot it, you crash into everything. Good. The odd little shot like that could be the difference, you know.
So is this the first chance? Long red, find the gap in between the red and the black. Just pots them. High percentage of the time.
Key shot here though, isn't it, getting from colour to red? Cue ball's travelling quite a long way. I don't know quite how he meant to play that, but he's on a red to a fashion anyway. He may have played it quite similar to how he got it, but I'm not sure.
I don't know, I fancy he probably played into the plaque, but the main thing is he potted it because he missed a green like that in his first match. A little bit fortunate to get away with that one.
Yeah, no real damage done either way there. First visit didn't amount to much. Different kind of atmosphere now, isn't there? There's a crowd still here, but there's a quieter because I think they all realise that this is basically the big match of the whole lot. This is it. There's no coming back from this.
Yep, he's played a very nice safety shot. Could just play off the right hand cushion and lay on the red nearest the pocket. But he's opting to open them up. Oh, did he catch the right red there? Give him the benefit of the doubt. Because he kind of, after he hit the ball, you saw his action like, oh no, I've hit this too thick.
He got himself down the other end somehow anyway. But let's put a little bit of pressure on Hayden here. Because he's got to play the up and down. It's not that difficult a shot really from there. It was a perfect place to play the shot. And he's played it okay. Mind you, as he left that long red. Don't know. I think he has. The overhead's telling us differently, I think.
So he wants to play this thick, loads of right hand side. Oh no, he's played it thin. Oh, this is a nice shot. Cannon on the green.
I thought he was playing the figure eight, I think. The figure of eight, I thought you did.
Yeah, well, I thought he was as well, you know, swinging it round. But however, he's avoided the red on the left hand side cushion. That was the main thing he wanted to do.
Which is what Hayden's got to do here, because he's in play.
Yeah.
Definitely in play.
And he's going to be trying to hit this real thin. Oh, he's caught it. Oh.
Yeah.
Bit lucky there, because he wanted it thinner than that.
There are times on that safety shot where you don't know how you can possibly avoid a one red. You know, which is amazing. But when you think that, you probably do usually hit it.
Yeah, I think he's going for this red into the right hand pocket because he doesn't like that red on the left hand cushion. That's too close to a double kiss.
Biggest shot the whole
This is massive,
season,
massive.
He needs help, he needs help. Goodness me, what a chance for Hayden Stanland.
He had to go for that though, Neal, I feel.
What a chance he's left. I know he had no choice, but there's balls flying around in all directions. Now he's playing this red. Is he trying to move the red from the black spot here? What a shot this would be. Oh, that's a good shot. I know he's pushed those two reds a little safe, he can't have it all, but he's played the sort of the grown-up shot there, hasn't he?
Yeah. But, you know, he's just got to play high on the red above the black spot. If he goes, well, I was going to say if he goes too far.
He's got the red in the middle, hasn't he? The back up.
So, but that's what he wanted to do because I don't think the black goes in the right-hand pocket, does it? It might go.
I don't think he'd want to be relying on that, would he? I think actually getting the blue on its own spot, I know it's not far off it, just getting a little bit nearer the middle of the table might work in his favour because he might be able to manoeuvre red blues. He's got a red the other end of the table if he gets short on the blue from the next shot on. It's a good chance. It's a really good chance. Now he might be wondering whether the black goes.
Yeah. Had a lot of room for error there, didn't he?
Anything top side of that red, he's got a simple shot.
Yeah.
I don't think that he believes it goes anyway. It's going to the bottom of the cue ball. But again, you see, it's not bad because of the red up the other end. He's always got that red. If he's just the wrong side, will he play on it here? He will. So if he gets this shot right and he just lands top side of the blue, again, there's a good few on here. Crowd absolutely silent.
Oh, do you think he missed that?
Yeah, I thought it might be. He's gone because he's missed, sort of hit it thin. He's lost the cue ball now. He's got to play the up and down. It helps that the green's away from his spot. Stun running right hand side. Or he's gone the other way.
I can't believe he's gone that way.
No,
He's had a right flick as well.
He's had a kiss from the gods, although it's not perfectly still on anything. It's still good though. Now what? Red to middle or red to corner? Both take you to bulk. You're going away from all the action, which you might be happy with. You're just retreating down the table. This goes in, the break continues. Didn't get near all that near close to that one. Just started to get further and further out of position in 3 or 4 shots in a row.
Yeah, I was surprised he played the blue round that. Well, I was with you.
Stun, right hand running. Some people don't like playing that shot though, do they?
Yeah. So, long shot for Harvey.
Some people don't like playing that shot where you're playing to pot the blue on one side and using almost the opposite side against the potting angle.
Yep.
It's a shot that players have to practice.
So, you taking a red onto the right middle pocket here? He's going to play safe. I thought he had a free shot there with the safety in mind type of thing.
I agree. And again, there's his mindset. You try and cling on to your lead. If he's 22 behind, he goes for it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So then, 7 minutes is a long time in this game.
You kind of want to try and play the right shot, but sometimes you don't have to go for them. So, another long rolly the red in. Oh, heavy topspin. No fluke. Oh.
He needs help here. Ball's flying around again. The thing is, if you're Hayden Stanland, the uncomfortable knowledge is that he's going to pop one of those at some point, and then it becomes very, very dangerous.
It'll be difficult for him to pot a ball if he's tight behind the green here.
Yeah, that's the shot, isn't it? He's just got to get behind there and put him in a world of trouble. Didn't quite have he had a good pace, but not the line.
Yeah, he had a perfect pace. Just a little bit thin.
Goodness me, what was that, fluke or what?
No, yeah, he just
Well, he
held
just put his
hand
hand up about 3 inches. Oh, Hayden will feel okay with that.
Do you like this green though? This is horrible.
It's not nice, is it? But it gives him a way back in. Ooh, the fluke might have ended up working in his favour. Stanland, the fluke against him. But he's got to play to screw this red in the left corner and take the cue ball onto the bulk cushion, doesn't he? He can't be doing anything else with this.
Do you think the green was the right shot, or I mean,
Yeah.
I always fancied he was going for it.
Well, he played it better than I suggested. I suggested to do it running away, but he's played a much better shot there, much more positive. Now, Hayden, this is a big moment in your snooker career. You can get the job done here. 5 minutes odd at the table. Lovely cue action working, getting through the ball lovely, and 4 reds in the middle of the table, which you can pot in your own time and take the match away from Harvey Chandler. It's on. It's on.
And the black now goes into both pockets.
He's shown a cool head so far. He just broke down last time. Don't start looking at the clock. That's not the right thing to do. He's got himself a little bit at it here.
Pressure is just building as well.
Oh, beautiful shot. It's a beautiful shot. He's just off straight. It's a really lovely touch when he's in amongst the middle of the table. He's very good. Pinks to middle, blues sort of just off their spot and above it. All these different things doing so nicely. And he's got another shot here, not using cushions. It's time to go further in front. He's a little bit further away from this than he would have liked to have been. Harvey just hopes that he gets another chance. There you go, that was a tenth shot. Now is that going to cost him?
It was just
why
awkward.
didn't he just run it through on the black? Play the big shot.
Yep.
The mentality of running away got into his head there. I think the best chance of potting it is to play on the black. You missed the pot playing on the blue. You've got to hit it harder.
You've only got to be a little bit out. The more pace you give it.
There's a lot of money on this, and we understand it, not a criticism, but he probably knows it himself. That anyway, the bottom line is those 4 reds are getting very interesting below the black, because Harvey cannot be anywhere near in front until he's got into those 4. Never mind these 2 first. He's overrun.
But do you go?
No, because the red's in the way a bit, isn't it? You sort of arc it towards.
Can he not just miss that red and play into those bottom 2? Just not too hard, just hard enough?
I think if you're screwing it, it goes across the line of that red and then goes to the right arcs afterwards.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And also you risk of having nothing to go at there. But I get your point.
So I've got to get an angle now, though. Got to get an angle on that black. Or the blue, even.
Blue's probably a better shot to do it, isn't it?
What a great shot this is.
It's a bit thin though, isn't it?
Yeah, now he's got to play the shot, because he was similar to this a minute ago. So just would like to hit that red on the left of the two that are nearly touching.
The black, isn't he?
Oh no!
Black was in the way. Wow, this is getting interesting, isn't it? Goodness me, this is 2.5 minutes left, 14 in it. Hayden Stanland favourite.
Oh, he's blocked the red. He's not fluked that in the middle.
Oh.
My word, I thought that was gone in. It was difficult for him to release more than one red there, wasn't it? And get the cue ball away.
Well, I've been saying don't look at the clock, but I think I would be now. Because if he could just push this red to the black spot and make sure something hits the cushion, you know, he hasn't got to play that, but whatever he has got to do, he's got to take his time. Just keep Harvey away from the table for a few shots.
This is the shot. This is
a lovely shot. Because now you see, time is running out a little bit. There is enough left. But
is he going for the chip?
Oh,
there
goodness me, what a shot that is.
There it is.
What
so
a shot. Where's the red going to finish up now?
13, so he needs...
That was a shot and a half.
Word. So he's taking the pink, which is a much more difficult shot.
This has to go
he
in.
Needs pink, red, pink. Hang on. No,
Q's gone across the table. He played the right shot, you know. 2 red pinks, he's level. Now, Hayden, what do you do here? I would just do nothing with this, little as I could. Just take your time.
Just roll the red onto the side cushion. Just roll it onto the side cushion. Not side cushion, onto the black cushion.
Don't think a lot of that shot.
Just lay on it. Just gonna cannon. Just lay on it.
Terrible shot to play. I mean, okay, he's asking a lot, and I think this red doesn't go in. It's going to be Hayden, but he just needs to just finish off this job here. Dot the I's and cross the T's. 40 seconds left. Take as long as you can. Don't give Harvey Chandler the chance to get back into this. Very, very tense. It's not gone in, but I don't think there's time for anything to change here. 20 seconds, surely not. So, what about this for an event? Hayden Stanland could not get through the qualifying. Week 8 he did it. And what about that, ladies and gentlemen? Hayden Stanland has shocked everybody, and then look how pleased he is. He's beaten Harvey Chandler, and he is our grand final winner of season 2. Well done.
Welcome back, everyone, and wow, what a season it's been. What a final it's been, and in this game there's always going to be disappointment. We will get to our winner very, very soon, but Harvey, if you can join me over here. Look at that, lovely round of applause. Listen, it's obviously very disappointing not to be going away with the trophy and obviously the check tonight, but very early on in the season you were losing to Dennis Taylor and we were thinking, well, can he possibly make the grand final? You've had a terrific run, and just sum up your experience.
Yeah, I got my own back on Dennis. So. I just want to say well done to Hayden first. That's like brilliant, fantastic. I think he was a qualifier as well, wasn't he? So yeah, fair play to him. Thank you to Jason as well for inviting me. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
We've enjoyed you. You've been great fun. Obviously, amazing snooker as ever. Not to be in the final. Just what will stick out from the final?
That twitch on the pink. Yeah, maybe I didn't know what I was doing there, but yeah.
But lovely words for Hayden. Great sport, and once again, commiseration.
Thank you, too.
Thank you so much to Harvey, and come on over. Hayden, congratulations, first up. You've done it, and I mean, you can hear the support, you can hear the roars, and I've got to say, your dad, I mean, he's an absolute bits. It just means so much to him, and I'm sure so much to you.
it probably means more to him than it does me, I think, at the minute. Yeah, no, I just appreciate, thanks to everyone here for the support and everything. And, you know, before I go on, I just want to say thanks to Harvey for the kind words. You know, he's had a brilliant tournament, and, you know, he could have easily gone his way in the final. So, you know, well done for a good tournament. And best of luck for the rest of the season as well. But yeah, no, thanks for everyone here. It's, you know, it's been a fantastic tournament. Again, thanks for Jason for putting on such a fantastic event, putting the qualifiers on as well, because I wouldn't have even been here if it weren't for the qualifiers. So, you know, thanks for that, and yeah, just really, really happy.
I bet, and obviously the crowd behind you as well. I mean, the audience, you've been fantastic tonight, all of you. It's getting very, very late in the night, but quality snooker throughout. And in terms of the prize, we spoke about furthering your career and, you know, the expense and all of the difficulties. Just how much will this help you along, and what does it mean to you?
It means the world, you know. Obviously, £10,000 is an awful lot of money, you know, and I think, you know, I'm just probably going to save it up to spend on these tournaments and, you know, go abroad to a few, because I've not been able to go to the abroad ones because of the money and things. So this will go a long way now to, you know, definitely next season, to having a good go. And yeah, just thank you.
And finally, can you just give a word to your parents, to your dad? Yes, he is in bits, but I mean, he's a massive supporter of yours. Your mum is here, your uncle, they're all here to cheer you on. You know, how much of a support has your dad been in your career?
Well, my mum and dad especially have been fantastic. You know, my uncle as well, you know, and Michelle as well. Everybody, you know, it's such a Anthony as well, and Connor. They've all been amazing, you know, driving me all over the country, playing in these tournaments and things. And, you know, obviously they have to put up with me on the bad days as well, which, you know, there have been quite a lot. So, you know, this is obviously right up there with one of the good days, and you know, this is for them just as much as me.
Okay, well, listen, you are a deserving champion. They're also proud of you. Brilliant stuff tonight, and to come through the qualifiers once again, ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Hayden.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome our presentation party, Mr. Neal Foulds and Lee the Shirt Richardson. First of all, receiving the silver medal, please give it up for Mr. Harvey Chandler. And now, receiving the gold medal, the cheque for £10,000, the trophy and the title, sporty stuff, Snooker Legends 900 champion, Hayden Stanland. Your champion, Hayden Stanland.
Well, this is what it's all about. We got the dad in for a hug, and what a special moment it is for Hayden, for all the fans here. I mean, we've had a wonderful evening. And whose pundit's pick has come up, Drums?
Well, I got it right, but listen, it's nothing to do with any of us guys tonight. We enjoyed being a part of it. It's tonight. Harvey was great in defeat. He spoke well to Hayden. Hayden's our champion, and he deserves it. You know, he played great snooker. He had to qualify. I'm not sure what happened. It took him quite a long time to get through the qualifiers. But in week 8 and tonight, he's been sensational, hasn't he?
He's just wiping the confetti off the cheque, as a true champion does. What about
wants
that,
to see, make sure it's real. Making sure all the zeros
it's
in the right place.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it was just great. What can you say? I mean, yeah, you've got to feel a little bit sorry for Harvey, and he had a chance. But, you know, half an hour before that, he could have lost to Michael Holt, and he still picked up 1,500 quid for runners-up. So, you know, it's when you're playing this format, any of those 8 players or any of those 96 players could have won this tournament.
And that is it, isn't it? 96 players all wanted to be here, grand finals night, but only one winner. massive prize, great opportunity. As we've heard from Hayden there, Neal, just maybe the restrictions in the past may not be there, and this is such a lovely thing about this tournament. But also, I'm sorry, I'm a bit emotional myself, like his poor dad, just to see what that means to the family and to him. I mean, it's so special.
We were trying to get down with the presentation, and he just wanted to give us all big hugs, you know. So listen, we've just got to go. But look, you know, he's a deserving winner. I think if you think the way he played tonight, that semi-final where Josh Sowman was unluckily knocked to Reading, but he made a 48 break, I think it was, and it was absolutely beautiful. Getting on the pink to the middle, that was brilliant snooker, and he continued that in the final when the chance came. Took him one more visit because he got a little bit nervous, who wouldn't? But, you know, he's scoring on this really quick table, not letting the cue ball run around, playing on pinks to middle, was really first class.
And you know yourself, when you're playing positional shot on a table this quick, when you're under that pressure, you're that close to winning £10,000, that you're going to feel pressure. And he still landed just about the right side of the blue, just this, just that. It was a brilliant achievement.
And I think we've got our fairy tale ending.
Definitely,
we have.
Definitely.
Yeah, and it's good, and he's been a really nice lad. We saw him on week 8, and he sort of been really following the show. You know, the fact that he got into it in the end, lovely lad, lovely family. You know, good things happen to good people.
Yeah, it's been an incredible achievement. I was going to think about bringing his dad in just for a quick chat, but I think that would probably be a bad idea. I can hardly speak myself. Wonderful stuff. We're going to leave Hayden to celebrate there. Pause for a few more pictures. I don't think he's quite got his head around this, has he? But it'll take a while to sink in. But a deserving champion here in Reading.
100%. I mean, listen, any of those players that would have won tonight, they would have been deserving, because it's that difficult a format to play well in. And I think this season blew last season out of the water.
Certainly has. My thanks, guys. It's been a wonderful few weeks sharing the company with you, to everyone that's got involved, to our referees. I think they deserve a real important mention as well. Michaela Tabb, and also to Mark Beale, to Haas, to Paul, to everyone behind the scenes, and everyone here in Reading, and of course to Jason, because without him we wouldn't be here, and without him Hayden Stanland would not be walking away with the trophy and £10,000. It's been great, it's been emotional, but most of all it's been fun. Thanks as ever for your company, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.